Hello, y'all. Daddy's back. Yeah, I lost my internet for a second, y'all. I lost the internet. I lost internet. It's back. Seems to be okay. We're back. Hello. Hello. All right. Hey. How do I get to speak with you? Come over to TikTok or wait for a time when I put the phone number on the screen. It's through TikTok, veteran. Yeah, sorry, y'all. Are you the guy who said you're a racist? Yes. What's up, Lori? What up, Jonathan? I know, y'all. I'm wearing a fancy T-shirt today. I'm all fancy for you today. Chat, tap the screen. Let's get some more people back in here. Let's get the numbers back up. This sucks. Did I find the green glasses? I didn't. I didn't. Can we get some shares on the stream as well? Not a boomer or anything. We just never wanted to install it. Yeah, you should definitely get TikTok, bro. It's the bee's knees. You didn't have to get dressed up. I knew y'all were coming though. I even put on some cologne for you. Got to smell good. What do I smell like? I smell like diesel fuel for life and vape, and maybe a little bit of coffee. I did say that, Tantans. I did. I thought you were a carpenter. No, that's not how you spell my name, Tanner. Is it a spicy vape? I have one, but no, this one's not a spicy vape. I didn't finish The Last of Us 2. I didn't. I need to watch it too. I smell like rotten tomatoes and septic tanks. Oh, wow. Cali sober, still sober. Thank you, Tic Tac. That's what I'm rocking. Do I work for the city? Thanks, Pip. Try to get nice for y'all every once in a while. It's gonna be another slow day, y'all. Unless we get some MAGA in here. Unless we tap the screen. Let's get to like 10K. Let's get some likes, y'all. Sucks I lost internet. Am I farting? No. I'm vaping. When I lean off screen, I'm vaping, y'all. Don't judge me. Why didn't the House vote to release the Epstein files? Yeah. They protect the left? Dude, it's the Republicans voting to not release it. What's up, Kaylee? Early AF today? I guess so. Yeah. I slept so long. I woke up at like 12:30. I went to bed around that time.
Yes, hello.
Hello, are you a Trump supporter?
Yes, sir, I am.
All right. What do you like about Trump?
Yeah, Trump is deporting everybody, and I like that.
That's it?
Yeah, Trump 2024.
Didn't Biden deport more people than Trump?
No, sir, it's all Trump.
It's all Trump. Yeah, Biden did. He deported more people than Trump.
Where's your proof on that, sir?
Pull it up right now. Trump immigration removal is now 10% below Biden's record. The daily
Well,
removals continue to fall.
Trump made it be known, it was a problem. That's the reason why I voted for him.
So he just got everybody really upset.
Yes, sir, like me. I'm a simple-minded individual.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Yes, sir, that's all I wanted to say, but keep supporting the Democrats, because they're going to ruin this country. They making things better for the common folk, and I stand with the rich people.
You got me, dude. All right. GG's. All right.
Uh,
I stand with the rich people. Goodness gracious. Say it like it is, chat. Say it like it is. Hell yeah, brother, rich people. Yeah. Copying the link counts as a share, y'all. Yeah. Let's get it pushed out to the algorithm. Let's do a team effort. Still waking up, yo. Still waking up. Yeah, nobody's going to wake up one day and be like, just feels so good now that all the migrants are gone. Nobody's going to know. Yes, we will. Things are going to be much more expensive. Why do you not like Trump? I think Trump is a horrible person. I think his economic plans, his foreign policy is crazy. I think he's a maniacal egomaniac who, I don't know, flies by the seat of his pants, is using the presidency to enrich himself like we've never seen before. He's done more in my life. He's done more for our country than any president in my life in 6 months, including fuck up the stock market. Of course, I supported Biden and Harris. What? Crypto's going crazy. Establishes the first ever federal regulatory framework for US dollar pegged stablecoins. It requires issuers to back their tokens with high quality liquid assets like US dollars and perform monthly public reserve disclosures, grants stablecoin holders priority in bankruptcy, protects consumers, and clearly states that stablecoins are neither securities nor commodities, creates a dual federal state supervisory system imposing audit, reserve, and transparency standards, allows traditional banks and fintech firms to launch US backed digital currency products, aiming to drive broader adoption. A lot of that stuff's over my head. My gas is still up 31 cents from last August. Yeah, the change in gas is like 12 cents right now. If you've saved money in gas, it's like 12 cents. What did Biden Harris do for me? They passed the infrastructure bill. They passed the PACT Act. They passed the Inflation Reduction Act. They passed the Chips and Science Act. Brought inflation down from 9% to 2.2. We had the biggest inflation ever under Biden. You'd have to know what caused it, right? It's COVID. It was the cocoa. Have I ever had someone really ignorant up? Yes. Yes. If yes. Gas is way cheaper now. It's like 12 cents lower. No, it's not. It's down $1. Didn't Trump try to say that gas was down to what 198 a few times, and like nobody had $1.98 gas anywhere? These people are crazy, dude. $1. There's no one saving $1 on gas right now. This is gas prices. This is a year ago. We got 350. Current average 315. That's 35 cents tops. A month ago it was higher. A little bit lower now. 3 cents. Yeah. Nothing game changing. Do I approve of my buddy Harry Sisson? I don't know Harry. I know who he is. I've watched him. What did Harry do? Besides piss off right wingers. Didn't he explain how Trump caused it? They're just gonna say deregulation? I don't know. Harry Sissy is more genuine than this dude. I think he's genuine. I don't know if he's more genuine. He used his platform to solicit pics from girls. I mean, that's true. It's probably true. Pickles ain't playing girls on TikTok, though. That's what you think. I'm just kidding. The file says, Pickles, will they ever release me? What's up, Skyla? I'm so sorry. I need to respond to you. I promise I'll respond to you. I got your DM. Not supporting our president is wild. What? Were you guys Joe Biden fans 4 years ago? Do I think that his supporters will continue to support him blindly? I've had quite a few come up in recent days and tell me the Epstein things. Out of all things, the Epstein thing is what's the deal breaker for them. There's a lot of them right now, falling to the wayside. Kind of crazy. Out of all things. Oh yeah, Soul Bear. I agree. They were best buddies for a while. They, yeah. I have a hard time believing they changed their mind. I was thinking about that this morning. Like, given like given another 3 years, right? and this is no longer on the forefront of their minds, are they going to? Is this going to push them away from voting for Trump or a Trump adjacent candidate? I don't know. This is the start of the fracture. Maybe. Maybe this will remove the like rose-colored glasses they have for everything Trump does. Maybe that'll do that. Hello, Trish. JD Vance will leak the files? I don't know about that. The firmware update. That's so true. Do I have a real job? No, this is it. This is just little old me. I just sit up here and do this. I'm less of a human. I'm less of a person. Da-da-da-da. We don't have rose-colored glasses. No, I mean, it's exactly why they say we have TDS, right? So like we look at things without bias, and we're like, holy shit, this is really bad. And then they look at the same thing, they go, oh my god, it's not. I mean, it's got to be. I mean, what? 75 billion to ICE? What is that? We got that. We got that. Raising the debt, $2 to $5 trillion. Come on, you guys are worried about the debt too much. Everyone's seen Team Heart and comment at least once per live. Thank you, Anima. Yeah, guys, if you see this Team Heart thing, be sure to send a heart and become part of my team. That is the soda you gave me. Thank you. It is the soda you gave me. Pickles, you and I'm really important are my favorites. I love that. I'm really important is really good. Angie's doing her hopefully last round of chemotherapy right now. I wish you luck, Angie. Where's Nemo? I haven't seen Nemo today. I actually need to get a hold of him. Chat, if you're a Trump supporter, you want to debate, hop in the box, come tell me why you like Trump. Best seasoning for beans? I don't know. Lowry's? For beans? Onion powder? Pork? Salt? How do you do that? Garlic powder, onion powder? Yeah. Steel City Cutlass says host is a fairy. Guys, he means that I'm gay, which he thinks is important for y'all to know. Because Republicans are totally not homophobic. What kind of beans? Um, Pickles just named all the white people spices. I'm a black beans fan. I like black beans. Alone or in tacos? Tacos, yeah. Tacos are a W for black beans. Do you have baked beans in America? Of course we do. Bush's beans will do, yeah. The other day I made shrimp and crab with Jamaica rub, pineapple salsa, and black beans. What the fuck, Tanner? Guys, we are a bit spacey today. Chat's mean on TikTok today. Chat's mean. Crickets for the Trumpers. Yeah, I know. No debates today. Nobody's feeling up for it. Nobody wants to defend Trump today. Wear your glasses, pretty boy. um, I just restarted. That's why I don't have very many viewers right now. Trumpers don't season their beans. It's probably true.
The Jocular Jurist Super Chatted $5. Are you familiar with the ruling in New York State Rifle and Pistol Association v. Bruin? If so, how does your stance on gun control reconcile with it?
Thank you. New York requires the person to show special need for self-protection, receive an unrestricted license to carry a concealed firearm outside the home. Um, I think it's fine. I think people are obsessed with pew pews, and I think that I don't know. I think it goes to show the states that have firearm laws do have generally better violent crime rates than states without them. So I don't know. I think that people really get hung up on the Second Amendment. They don't want any sort of rules revolving around firearms whatsoever. I think it's crazy gun culture. I think that we absolutely should have laws restricting and shaping the way we carry PPUs. SJA, thank you for the $2. Am I going to do the new Transformers opening on PUBG? No, I'm not. I have not opened PUBG in over a year. I have no interest in PUBG anymore. Transformers mode is hard. Guns are for men, not for little boys. I have pew-pews, guys. I have pew-pews. I'm just not so much of a pussy where I get my feelings hurt when they write laws making it to where fewer people can have them, saving lives. I'll buy your account for 49 rupees. Common sense laws at a minimum, yeah. Leave our guns alone. Democrats are fighting for free healthcare for illegals, not fighting for any of it. We are the only ones fighting for healthcare for anybody. You guys are the ones tearing it away from people. Kaylee with the 12 months. Thank you so much, Kaylee.
The Jocular Jurist super chatted $10. I was Marissa referencing the new legal standard for the constitutionality of gun control laws. They must be consistent with regulation at the time of founding and Reconstruction.
Yeah, those are high level questions, I guess, that are probably working their way through the courts right now. But yeah, sure, I'm all for red flag laws, closing the loopholes for private sales. I'm all for raising the age to getting certain ones to 21. I'm all for some of the big ones having like a 3-day wait period. I'm all for universal background checks. All of these things are far too scary for responsible gun owners. Far too scary for grown men. The Democrats brought criminals from other countries, making countries safer. Didn't Trump bring the Tate brothers, Andrew Tate and his brother? Trump literally pardoned 1,500 criminals on his way into office. Released them back into our country. Domestic terrorists. You can lose your peace and make a huge mistake with a pew pew. I agree. How do Democrats release prisoners in another country? I don't know. There's also no account of a country releasing their prisoners and telling them to go to the United States. That didn't happen.
The Jocular Jurist super chatted $5. BTW, I am just poking your brain and messing with you a little. I do the same with Ari. The lawyer in me likes asking these sort of questions.
I appreciate you. Thank you. Why debate through super chat? I don't know. I think those are friendly. Guys, if you guys are trying to say something like that for text to speech, YouTube, if it's over $5 and you do a super chat on YouTube, it will announce the words. You and Johnny are twinning today? Oh, shit. Why aren't you guys worried about the 500,000 missing children from Kamala? Because we looked into it. And we're not stupid and gullible. And we know that the 300,000 missing children, which is what you're talking about, were children who simply haven't received notice to appear documents from our government. and they're not missing. And they were also from the years of 2019 to 2021, or 20, I think it was 2019, 2022. So half of those children were from Trump's administration. But you guys bought into it. You guys bought into whatever JD Vance and Trump said. $2.7 trillion. Medicaid since 2003. Fraud, abuse, Medicaid, Medicare. That's the Democrats. Got it. Dude, Trump is responsible for 25% of our entire debt of our country. Talking about 8%. And you're just talking about improper funds. You're not talking about fraud, waste, and abuse. You're talking about improper funds. Yeah, Trump's not stopping any sort of system. He's just cutting it from people and justifying it with saying there were improperly sent transactions. But pulling healthcare from millions of people does not fix that, does it? Why do you wear Carhartt when you have soft hands? Guys, I wear Carhartt because they enforced the vaccine back in 2020 during COVID. And I love them for it. Why are the Democrats fighting for illegal immigrants to get free health care? No one's fighting for that. They have that in California. It's paid for. It's an independent healthcare system, but that's about it. But I think you're a little propagandized there. The copium from MAGA is so good. Yeah, I know. Dude, MAGA is so obsessed with illegals. Trump stopped the war in Congo and Rwanda now? Rwanda, there looks like they're signing a peace deal. Where's the Miller hat? It's behind me, guys. We still have it. I switched my hat. I gotta switch my hats up.
You can hear me?
What's up, bub?
Am I connected? Can you hear me or no?
Uh-huh.
Okay, I'm gonna be quick. Don't worry. There's a new thing on TikTok. I don't know if you guys knew it. If you're a viewer, if you click on the bottom right arrow, on the bottom right where you share stuff, there's a button. I don't know if it's just for me, but it says you can repost now, and it reposts it to your story. So you can repost lives to your story. So, yeah, I just saw someone did nice. I see people doing it. Fuck yeah, it's pretty cool.
Nice.
I think if somebody clicks on your story, it'll show that like you're live, and they can go to it. Anyways,
The Jocular
somebody's in the
Jurist
box.
super chatted $5. To mess with people who support Trump's handling of illegal entrants, look up 16707B, which is a felony. Illegal crossing is a misdemeanor.
Yeah.
Why'd you
Yellow.
end your ended your live on me earlier? Why was that?
I got disconnected. My internet went out.
Oh, I'm glad that it's back up.
What's up? What were we talking about?
Trump.
Yeah. What about him?
I liked his character. That's what we were talking about his character.
Oh my God. Okay, so the guy calls Obama Kenyan, says he's the leader of ISIS, says that Ted Cruz's dad shot JFK. He calls certain types of people from south of the border vermin, say they're poisoning the blood of the country, calls the woman that he's been adjudicated civilly held liable of raping, calls her horseface, says that she's not the chosen one. And
Wait, what do you mean?
You like
she's not
his character?
Okay, so he's been on national TV since he was like 18 years of age, correct?
I don't know about that.
I mean, he was like 18 in like movies and stuff.
I don't think he was in the movies in 18.
How old was he whenever he was in that one show? I forgot. I know he was young.
The Apprentice, he was an old man. He was like 50.
No, he was younger. It was like the movie with that one dude that every girl thinks is cute. Anyways, I don't know what I'm talking about. Yeah, I mean, but we all have more character than things that we've said wrong. You've said things that are crazy. Home Alone, there it is.
Yeah, okay. So he was the owner of the hotel that they used. He wasn't a kid.
Oh, I thought, no, not a kid, but like he looked 30, 20, 18 maybe. I don't know.
What? No. He was like 40.
Oh, I don't know. He's handsome. He's looked good
No,
his whole
he's
life.
not.
Bro, who are you to tell him that he's not handsome, bro? You're handsome.
Trump is not a handsome guy. I'm sorry.
You know, you hear that, Daddy? He said that you're not handsome. Sorry, since Trump is my king and stuff, I gotta praise him.
Yeah, I think Trump's horrible. I think that his character is the worst thing about him, isn't it? Like, does he say horrible things about people all the time? That's what people love about him.
He does say horrible things, but sometimes it is funny. Like even Kamala has said some things that are funny, and I don't think women are funny at all.
He's supposed to be our leader. He's supposed to represent our country, and he's sending memes on True Social after he bombs places.
Yeah, that sounds like Trump. Biden was funny too when he fell off in the airplane on the stairs. That was funny as hell. But Trump did the same thing. He clumsy too.
Trump just did that like 3 weeks ago.
I know. I just said that. That shit was hilarious. Like, how are you gonna make fun of somebody else and you do the same exact thing? Like, that was karma, realistically.
I don't know. I feel like we're talking in circles here. This is like, why do you like Trump over Biden? He's kind of goofy sometimes.
I didn't really like Biden. I didn't like his character. He was weird. He sniffed a girl's hair, made me uncomfortable.
He gave them a hug. It's a picture. Literally, I've never seen anything like it. They took pictures of a man who was like whispering words of encouragement to a woman, to a girl, and all of a sudden he's sniffing someone's hair. I've never seen anything like it, dude.
Sir, can you please show the clip in here? We'll just have a visual of Biden sniffing that girl's hair. And you tell me if that was a hug. Can you please show the video? Yeah, that guy on the right side.
Especially if you're a child, Laura, trying to get treats at the White House. Joe and Jill Biden hosted their annual trick-or-treat event. That's Jill there on the right, dressed as a panda. Was this sponsored by the People's Republic of China? What is this? Maybe First Lady Jill Biden wasn't
Fox
there
is
at
so
all as a
crazy, dude.
staffer in the panda drag. Joe apparently didn't realize that the children are not your treats, and you're only supposed to consume the candy.
Jeez Louise.
No, it wasn't this video. It was the one of him standing. It ain't the right video. You know it's not the right video, man.
This is the hit job Fox has done on y'all for years now. Look how creepy
Ain't
he
the right
is. He's
video.
so bad. Ooh.
That ain't the right video, though.
Sniff, Delora.
Oh my god.
That wasn't the right video, man. You know it wasn't. Damn.
His administration.
Damn.
Mumbles and stumbles often make headlines and are mocked by primetime television hosts. But what is not widely spoken about is Joe Biden's
You
That
can't
one?
tell me that's not creepy. Yes.
He's talking
you cannot-
to her.
inappropriate
His granddaughter.
Oh.
and strange whispering have all come up multiple times throughout his presidency.
He's talking to her.
Mainstream
The
media
fuck?
seem to
Look at
scope the
she
concern
grabbed.
of
Look how
Joe
uncomfortable
Biden
she looked. He
on
gonna talk about Trump.
He's dude, you got okay.
Watch the video, man.
Okay, how about this? How about this?
He was pulling away from him. He's a creep.
Dude, you guys are insane.
I'm not crazy anymore. I've chilled out a lot. What is this? President Trump's removal record? Okay, yeah, bro. This.
Before Donald Trump's political ambitions truly came to a head, he and Ivanka appeared on The Wendy Williams Show in 2013. One otherwise innocuous question became an excruciating case study in awkwardness. When asked what she has in common with her father, Ivanka said,
Either real estate or golf.
when the matter was turned to him, Donald took it to an entirely different dimension.
Well, I was going to say sex, but I can't relate that to
Ivanka
Trump says sex.
Listen, Pickle. Do you blame him though? She's bad as hell.
Bro, it's his daughter.
By,
It's his
like,
daughter.
blood? Or like a stepdaughter.
That's his real daughter, dude.
Oh, I don't know. I just voted for Trump because of his skin color. I'm gonna be honest. I just
Oh.
don't like black men.
Oh my god.
You want me to be honest? Or you want me to sit up here and lie and talk in circles? I'm racist.
Bro.
Are you gonna judge me for that? Who are you to judge me? There's probably things in your
That one didn't connect. Chat, what are we gonna do with these people, dude? We're gonna fucking do with these people. Hello?
What's going on, bro?
What's up, bro? What do you want to talk about?
You from Texas?
Yeah,
Austin?
Dallas.
Really?
Yeah.
Right on, dude. There's things I like about Trump, and there's things I don't like about Trump. I criticize each party.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do you like about
I-
Trump?
I would say I would find myself somewhere neutral because I criticize both parties. But what do I like about Trump? I like that he's distributing manufacturing away from China with the tariff. I mean, China has the highest tariff right now, and they hold the greatest power because they manufacture the majority of everything for everybody with their slave labor power, which I don't agree with. I think we can
Slave
give
labor?
some of these other... Well, yeah, dude. Have you seen these people making our phones and shit? Like, they're dying. They're getting unalived literally in these factories because they're having to work for pennies. And I don't know. I think, and China really holds their economy to a certain standard. Like Mr. Xi Jinping, he loves that, and he knows that he holds that power against everybody. But I think if we do tariff China the highest, I think you're going to find companies escaping China and distributing and manufacturing elsewhere. Like, for example, Mexico or South Africa even.
But they're
That's
not
one thing
gonna
I
come
do.
here.
Well, I don't think that they can necessarily come here because our labor rate is so high. I mean, we're unionized. and we're the consumer. I don't think we can manufacture and consume at the same time. I think we
So
still
you're
need to have.
so you're saying you're willing to pay all these taxes just to hurt China?
Well, I don't think we're going to pay the taxes because I think these manufacturing these companies are going to escape China and actually utilize a different country where we can save logistically, not have to cross an ocean, use less energy.
He tariffed 100% of the things from China, so there's never going to be a day where all things are now made somewhere else than China.
Wait,
I would
say
say
again?
like 5% of, like, not even, I would say like 1% of things will move from China.
No, you're starting to see like big companies actually.
Yeah, but like 1% of things.
They're finding alternatives to manufacture, not just one country. We rely on China right now so heavily.
Yeah, and
I
they
think
rely on us.
Yeah, but we really rely on them. They can dictate everything that we consume. I mean, from the microphone that you're using, they can name the prices here in America if they really wanted
Yeah,
to. They
but
could just say
we
one
can't
day.
just start making everything, right? That's not going to happen.
Well, I'm not saying we need to make everything. I said that we need to distribute manufacturing and give these other countries a shot to manufacture for us. Like Mexico, like South Africa, who have their hands in their pockets. I think we need to force these companies and these manufacturers to move there and create infrastructure. So you're going to see Mexico economy boom. You're going to see South Africa economy boom because there's going to be manufacturing jobs there that can manufacture for the United States.
So you admit this doesn't bring them back here. They're just going to other countries.
Well, we've been going to other countries for decades. We've been relying and importing from other countries for decades. I still think that we need good relations.
This doesn't change that dynamic, right? We're just going to be importing it from other countries that are other countries.
Yeah, I don't think we can I don't think we can. If we manufacture here, then yeah, you'll definitely see pricing go up.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if we actually utilize these other countries and not rely on just one single country, I think that pricing
we're
won't
paying
change
insane
much.
55% or 30% tariffs on things now just so that things can move around to different countries.
Yeah, so they don't hold the power against us. Right now, they hold the power and they can name the prices here in America because they manufacture for us. They can literally tomorrow say, hey, we're going to make that microphone that you're using double the price. And what are the companies?
So China is going to move their 30% tariffs to Mexico where they have 30% tariffs as well.
Wait, say it again. Not China. I'm saying the companies who utilize China, like Nike, like these other, these companies, the microphone company that you're using.
Let's just call it. This is just a tax. This is just a tax. They're collecting like $27 billion a month with it. It's just a tax. That's all it is. Companies are going to go out of business. Some companies are going to come and invest here. There's a lot of companies. When all is said and done, we're going to be negative. That's what the economists say. We're going to be negative jobs. And we're going to be treading through like mud uphill with this new this new paradigm in place with the tariffs. It's literally the dumbest thing ever, dude. It's the worst.
No, because it moves around and distributes companies and gives these other countries a booster. Like it's going to boost their economy so much.
It's going to boost their economy?
Yeah, their economy.
And not ours?
And ours will stay stable because the pricing, I mean, Mexico's labor rate
We're
is pretty
doing all
equivalent to
this.
China.
Dude, this is so crazy. It's insane. It's insane.
What do you mean?
Put a huge tax on all the things that we trade that we buy from other countries so that we could just move things around.
Yes, because China holds the manufacturing power against the whole entire world.
Yeah, I know, and it's not going to change. I just don't feel like it's going to change. The rest of the world is still going to continue to buy from China.
Not if their tariff rate is so high. They're going to actually find alternatives.
We can't control what the tariffs are from China to another country.
You're talking about Chinese tariffs?
Yes.
Or are you talking about USA tariffs against
I'm talking
China?
about other countries. So if Canada wanted to buy from China, they can buy it. They buy things from China. Why would they buy from us? We're going to be more expensive with tariffs.
Yeah, but I mean, every country utilizes China, and I think that's why these other countries also have tariffs. If they stopped utilizing China and actually use their natural resources, I think that you'll see a drop in tariffs.
This is such a pipe dream, dude. So if other countries also tariff China, then they'll move manufacturing from China to somewhere else. But they don't have to do that. They could just skip that whole headache and continue getting cheap stuff from China.
Yeah, but if they actually want to lower their tariff rate, they can utilize their own natural resources and
They don't have
manufacture
to
for
have
that.
a tariff rate. They don't have a tariff rate with China.
No, from into the USA.
Listen, there's things that we're going to get from China that will make no sense to come manufacture anywhere else. Even with the tariffs added
Why
on,
not?
it'll still be cheaper
Why?
because we will never
Not at
outpace
all.
Chinese industrialization. We'll never
If
outpace it.
no, I mean I've seen it with small businesses. I can imagine what corporations and large companies are doing. They're back in the day they used to go state to state. I think they're going from country to country now. They used to utilize Nevada, Texas because there's no state income tax. Now you're starting to see companies who are manufacturing overseas in China say, "Oh shit, I got a 30, 40, 50% tariff. I'm going to move my manufacturing company and my manufacturing tools to Mexico, save logistically because I don't have to cross the ocean." Their labor rate is pretty equivalent to China, so yeah, I might pay $1 more, but it's gonna basically even out and
And
force
that
these
helps
companies
you
to
how?
utilize our country. It helps the world because we're all relying on one country who's dictating everything that
Nobody
we consume.
cares. No, everybody's fine buying things from China. Nobody wants to go. Like a few people might pick up these
So
things, but this is literally just hurting free trade. It's creating
so you
prices to
support
go up.
dictatorship.
It's causing profit margins to shrink, and it's
So you
causing
support
people. The
dictatorship.
only way that this will ever change something is if a company is in such financial harm that they choose to make a move. That's the only mechanism of this that you're describing.
Yes.
And what you're describing is what companies are going to go through. They're going to go through harm. They're going to go through they're going to have to make a decision. Be like, dang, we're close to bankrupt. We have to move. That's what you're talking about.
Well, if you're a smart businessman, you're gonna not let your company go to the verge of bankruptcy. You're gonna actually see what's happening around the world with global economics
Sometimes you
and
don't know
move
it's
before you
coming.
go bankrupt.
Sometimes you just have a 30% tariff pop up in front of you.
Dude, these tariffs have been volatile for ages,
For
and I think
ages, they
people are.
just
I
showed
think
up like
people are
3 months
sick.
ago.
We've had Chinese tariffs for a long time, not just in the past
Okay, but
6
these
months.
new ones, these blanket tariffs.
Yeah, and it needs to be done because right now we're all relying on one country to manufacture everything for us. Are you for dictatorship or against it? Because they're dictating everything that we consume.
What does that even mean? No, I'm not for. They are literally profiting off of being a big exporter. It doesn't make them a dictator over us.
It does. We've seen it during the pandemic, how prices increased dramatically.
Yes,
They bought
supply chains
well,
get fucked up. That will always be a thing. But you know what that also does is that makes us a peaceful world. That makes us say, hey, how about we don't go beef with China since we buy so much stuff from them? And China says the same thing. Hey, maybe we shouldn't beef with the United States. They buy so much stuff with us. If we fuck with them, our economy's all fucked up.
yeah, but then that just leaves them having the power over us.
What the,
Which
you're
that's
claiming?
one of the only things.
You're claiming that we have power over them right now, doing what we do.
I'm not claiming that we have power over them. I think they have power over us because they manufacture everything for us.
And
I'm
we
just
buy
saying,
it.
yeah, and we buy it, but I mean, if you're for a dictatorship, then fine. Let's just use one country and let them manufacture everything for us. Cool. They can name the prices that
Dude,
let
what
them
you're
control
talking
the
about
USA market.
is effectively more dictatorial than this. China's exploitation of their economy is far less severe than what we have with Trump, who's literally dictating new taxes. One man setting up new taxes with a piece of paper and a pen with an executive order. No Congress involved. Nothing.
Would you rather have the United States dictate or another country dictate?
I think when we talk about people, I don't want any one person dictating what I can do.
Well, I mean, that's what's happening is China can dictate the prices here in America. They can control our market because they manufacture everything for us.
Okay, they get
That's
to
not
dictate
understand.
very low prices. I love that.
Yes, they hold their economy to a certain standard, keeping their people broke and poor so they can utilize their slave labor rate to manufacture for us.
Dude, you guys are so. Oh my god. They literally don't even.
Bro.
They don't even have homeless people in China, dude. Their minimum. Their
Oh my
minimum.
God, are
Their
you
minimum
kidding me?
age is 16 years old.
Are you kidding me, bro? There's so many people that are homeless in China. I've visited
No,
China
there's
many
not.
times.
What? No,
What
there's
do you
not.
mean? No, there's not. Yes, there is.
No, it's very famously no. There are not homeless people
You
in
think
China,
people are
dude.
broke here in the United States? Go there and you'll realize what broke
Dog,
actually is.
no, no, literally, very famously,
That's why
China
they're
has
working
very
for
few
free.
homeless people, dude.
Oh my God, dude. I've been there. Have you ever been to Shanghai, Beijing?
No,
And okay, I have. You're either very, very broke or you're very, very rich. It's one or the other. Now they're starting
yeah.
to finally form a middle class, but
Should we stop them?
it's
Should we fuck up their economy and fuck that up for them?
they. Should we stop what?
Them forming a middle class?
They're stopping themselves from forming the middle class because they're holding their economy to a certain standard.
Okay, all right.
They have so much money in their pocket. They can literally stop all of that. But they choose not to because they know that they hold the power against us by utilizing slave labor and manufacturing for us.
95% of adults own their home in China. That's baller. What's up, in fact?
They don't own nothing in China. Do you know when you own a piece
Yeah,
of
they
land in
actually
China?
no, Shizlo. They have guaranteed housing in China.
Do you know that? Okay, well, do you know that when you own a piece of
They
property
have
in China,
no.
when
They
you pass
have
away-
guaranteed
Wait, hold on, let
housing
me
in
speak.
China.
Do you know that guaranteed housing? Okay, what does that mean? Does that mean like Section 8? I guess we can claim
That
we
means
have
everybody's
housing
guaranteed
in
a
the
place to
United
live.
States too. Yeah, I guess we have Section 8
That
here
means
too.
everybody gets a roof over their head.
No, not everybody gets a roof over their head in China, dude. That's not how it works.
Yes, yes, they
No,
do.
it's not.
All you
Well,
have to
why
do
does-
is apply to
why
the
does-
federal government
how
for it.
come not
I'm
everybody
literally
has a
looking
roof
at the
over their head
process
in
right
China?
now.
Why does not everybody have a roof over their head in China? That's not true. Not everybody has a roof over their head in
you would
China.
have to be
It's like
homeless by choice.
96%. Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
90.
No.
Didn't you just read it, Pickles? It's like 95%, right?
96% who probably don't have a roof over their head in China. Yes. Other
No,
than sticks and
95%
stones.
home ownership. 95% home
There
ownership.
is no such thing as home ownership in China. Do you know that when you own a home in China, when you buy a house in China, you can't pass it down to your relative when you pass away. It goes to the government. Then the government.
Yes, you
gets to
can.
dictate- No, you can't. Then the
Yes,
government.
no, yes, you can.
No,
You have
you
private
cannot.
property
Look
still
it
in
up.
China.
You have private property, but when you
I'm
pass
looking at it
away,
right now.
you cannot pass it down to your relatives. The government takes
Can
over, and
you
the government dictates who they sell
Pass
it to. They can
a
actually sell it to somebody
house
else.
to your relatives in China.
After you pass away.
Yes, you can pass a house to your relatives in China, whether through a will, testate succession, or by the laws of intestate succession if there is no will, with the inheritance of real estate always following Chinese law as the property's location is China. Both Chinese citizens and foreigners, including those of Chinese descent who have acquired foreign nationalities, can inherit property in China. So you are wrong. Why are you up here just lying blatantly?
I'm not, dude.
You don't
Why-
know
why-
any of these things.
You don't
You
know
don't know
anything. I
any
don't
of
know
these
if you've
things.
ever
You don't know
visited
any of the
China.
background information.
You
I talk
absolutely
to
can.
people from China constantly. I
So
do
do
business
I.
in China on a daily basis. I fix
So do
phones
I,
for a
mate.
living. I order most
So
of my
do I.
parts from there. I have people that come to the United States from China and they
So
say,
do
you know what,
I.
I wouldn't live here to save my life.
So do I. And when they come here, they say, I'm not going to buy a piece of
Yeah,
property.
and they
because
come
in
to
China-
America. They come to the United States and they look around at what's going on here and they say, no, I wouldn't move here. I got it better back home. That happens a lot.
If you're no, so the dictatorship in China is to an all-time high.
It's not a dictatorship.
Absolutely. How long has Xi Jinping been a president there?
Oh, don't get me wrong. It's authoritarian, yes, but it is not a dictatorship. They still have a governmental system that could take him out of office. Yes.
How long has he been president?
20 years?
Been president for a very long time. They actually voted to amend the Constitution to allow him to stay in office.
He didn't take it.
I also do business.
I mean,
with
we at
China.
one point in
They
time
pay
didn't
me.
have a cap on how many terms a president can serve. At one point in time, our Constitution was written in a way that a president could have remained in office for their entire life.
Isn't that kind of what
Were
Trump's
we a dictatorship
like
at that point?
Isn't that what
Would you
Trump
guys call it
Trump's...
dictatorship if Trump became president here for 20 years?
Yes. Yeah. Isn't that what you guys are justifying right now?
Depends.
Well, he just claimed yes, and you say depends.
I say depends because it depends on how that person in power acts. The policies they enact. That's what makes them a dictator. Not whether or not they're in office for an extended period of time or their entire lives. That has nothing to do with being a dictator.
In China,
being a
you
dictator
can't
has to do
even-
with how you treat your people.
You can't even jaywalk without the money coming out of your account directly, like instantly. That's how dictated it is over there. It's insane.
And guess what? Nobody does it. You have a choice. You have a
Yeah,
choice to
nobody does it
jaywalk and
because
be
they don't
fined
wanna
for
get
it,
charged.
which we do here. We automatically do that here too.
Yeah,
They
I,
have a
I
ticket.
used to get red light
If an
tickets.
officer
dude.
sees you jaywalk, they can write you a ticket.
I used to get
Okay,
tickets
that's
in the
right.
mail for red lights all the time.
Not for jaywalking, bro.
Yeah, we
You
have
can
that
go-
here.
You can go have a beer and go cross the street and not expect money to instantly become transferred out of your account because you just jaywalked.
Thing, but you can when you're driving, so it's about the same thing.
So if Trump were to actually,
Hey, Pickles, can you jump on Discord?
if Trump were to actually put that into law, would you be okay with it?
If Trump were to say build a giant AI database using all of the Americans' information that he has at his disposal as head of the executive branch and sell that to his rich friends like Peter Thiel, who
Yeah.
owns
You'd be okay
Palantir,
with it?
and then do all of that, no, I'm not okay with it. Aren't you guys the ones saying that's pretty tight?
Yeah, that's what's happening in China, and you guys are arguing that that's okay. And it's not dictatorship.
That's literally happening here right now, and y'all are arguing it's okay.
So you're saying that if I jaywalk, it's going to come directly out of my account instantly.
Who
here in
knows?
the
Who
United
knows
States.
what this AI thing is going to be? Maybe it's going to scrub the internet
It
for
can.
people like me. Maybe it'll scrub the internet for people like me who hate Donald Trump, and maybe I'll be disappeared to a prison in El Salvador because I'm part of
Right.
MS-13.
Come on, dude. You're part
Yeah,
of
no,
MS.
if you blow through a stoplight in several cities across the country, you can get a ticket at home for blowing through a stoplight and no cop being around because they have cameras. You know, every time you go by one of those signs that tells you how fast you're going, it's got that little blue light on it. There's a camera in there. Takes a picture of your license plate, finds out who you are, and it just sends it to you. That happens all across the United States.
I understand that, but it's not as crazy as it is in China right now.
The jocular jurist super
tell me
chatted
something that's crazy.
$5. To be fair, the hukou system has people living in slums or temp shelters. There is a rural-urban inequality, and housing for millions is quite unstable.
Thank you for the 5.
And
I
I
don't
won't
know.
argue that one at all. Yes, China is still having problems with inexpensive housing. They're throwing up temporary stuff, and it's not great, but it's housing. They don't have as many homeless people as we do. Not by a long shot. Not by rate, if you look at it per capita.
Yep. User number wants to come in. I always enjoy hearing. I bet he has something to say about this. What's up, user number?
What's happening, Mr. Pickles?
What's up? Are you going to say something about this?
I actually wanted to get back to tariffs if we're not too far gone. I mean, I do have plenty I could say about China in general, but
Mhm.
you know, we don't dictate policy in China. I was just gonna say, what's your name, Shizzle? How do you think tariffs are going to bring jobs back to the U.S. without any kind of accompanying investment policy?
I never claimed that. First of all, I never claimed that we want to bring jobs back to the USA. I actually claimed against that. I don't think that we can manufacture and consume here at the same time. Our labor rate's way too high. I'm just
Then what's
advocating
the
that we
point
need
of the
to,
tariffs?
I'm just advocating that we need to distribute manufacturing and not give China the such power that they have against almost every country.
Then what's the point of the tariffs if you don't think they're going to bring jobs back? I mean, that's kind of the whole selling point
I
that
just
Trump
said to distribute
described them as.
manufacturing, give these other countries a shot to manufacture for the big consumer, America. Right now, we're all relying on one country, and I think that we can give South Africa,
I live
Mexico,
in Mexico right
economy
now. There's a
boost.
whole lot of American factories in Mexico. They're not giving Mexico much of an economic boost. I mean, I live down the street from Nestle, Coca-Cola, Ford, Jeep, you name it. I could go a couple hours down the road, find all the other American car manufacturers. There's a Stellantis office down, I could take the train and be at a Stellantis office in like 45 minutes.
In Mexico?
It's not really boosting Mexico's economy.
Yeah, I'm not claiming that there's not manufacturing in Mexico currently. I'm saying that there is, but I think that the infrastructure can be a lot greater. They can take a big share of Chinese manufacturing, a lot larger than they currently have.
Well, then why put tariffs on Mexican imports to the U.S. too? Then, if the whole point is to give other countries an economic boost and a chance to have more manufacturing, I mean, Mexico would have a better chance at having better manufacturing and a better economic boost if they work directly with China.
Because China is smart enough to understand that they can actually go purchase land in Mexico and bypass their own tariff that we placed on China. And also,
they probably will do that.
And also, what country?
How is that helping Mexico if the U.S. puts tariffs on China?
And also, what country
and Mexico at the same time?
From the most? What country does Mexico import from the most? Probably China. So if they were to actually stop that and stop relying on China so heavily, I believe
that's not really a problem here.
Lower as well.
I mean, the U.S. put into a treaty in the 1920s with Mexico, basically a ban on Mexico having native-grown industry. That's why the Mexican man who invented the color television had to leave Mexico to pursue that invention of his, because Mexico has been under the thumb of the United States for 100+ years, and the United States only allows manufacturing to happen in Mexico insofar as it's American or other foreign companies having cheap labor and then having cheap imports to the U.S. So I don't see how any more of that would help Mexico. I also don't see, you haven't explained at all how putting tariffs on Mexico and China at the same time is going to help Mexico's economy. And I also don't really see how that's like America first. I thought you guys were all about America first.
Yeah, Mexico has a lot lower tariff rate than we do have on China.
Well, it's still increasing under Trump. How's that helping Mexico's economy?
It's a lot lower than China.
It's still increasing though from what it was before Trump.
Yeah, because they're still importing from China at a faster rate than they ever have. So they're importing from China.
Ever since the tariffs, China's economy's been booming. Ever since the tariffs, China's economy's been booming.
Are you sure about that?
Oh, absolutely.
I mean,
Have you seen the price of the yuan lately?
Because their currency goes up doesn't mean that their economy is booming.
I mean, that's true. But the main issue for China's economy is that, same with most other economies around the world, is that most of their wealth has to end up in the United States because of the way that we have our financial policy and because the US dollar has been dominant in trade for a very long time. China would be better off keeping more of their money out of the United States. So in that sense, the tariffs are going to help them with that goal. Yeah, I just don't understand, like, you're kind of making up on the spot other justifications for these tariffs. You're saying that they're not going to bring jobs back. That's what Trump and the rest of MAGA was selling the tariffs on, is that they're going to help bring jobs back. I mean, I guess it's good that we agree that that's not likely the way that the tariffs are structured, and the fact that they don't have any kind of accompanying financial and investment strategy alongside the tariffs. They're just kind of like a willy-nilly performative statement.
I think we'll see companies who are utilizing China right now who have a profit margin of 100% or more actually come back to the United States. The ones who can afford to actually manufacture in the United States, why not bring them back here? But the ones who are working on 30% margins or less.
So you're changing your mind again. So now you are saying that companies are going to bring. Now you are saying that companies are going to bring manufacturing back to the U.S.
Companies who, let me say it again because you're speaking instead of listening. Companies who have high profit margins and who can afford to manufacture in the United States, Yeah, why not bring them back here and actually give jobs here in the United States? But the ones, small businesses who are working on 30% profit margins or less can actually utilize other countries instead of relying on one single country to manufacture everything for us. They can utilize Mexico, which has an
Could we
equivalent
agree
labor rate
that
to China, and we would save
could we
logistics
agree
so
that
prices
Apple would
wouldn't
be one of those
increase.
companies? Would you agree Apple is one of those companies you're talking about that could afford to bring manufacturing back to the US?
Possibly, yes.
The jocular jurist super
Well, you
chatted
know they're
$5. China has a larger pop, so take per capita with some salt. China also underrepresents migrants and people living outdoors or in informal housing.
per capita does take population into account, for the record, whoever did that super chat. But back to the Apple example, I mean, Apple is going to make more money paying the difference in the tariffs and leaving manufacturing in China than it would cost them to, on their own, invest in building factories from the ground up here. And then more importantly, the almost as expensive and important part is to actually train the workforce in the United States.
I mean,
China
you're
has an
starting to
incredibly
see.
highly skilled workforce. That's why so much manufacturing is there. Not just the
Okay, so
wages;
why?
it's the skill of the workforce.
Okay, so why is one of the largest AI companies and industries going to Arizona instead of going to China? They're
I mean,
building
I'm
infrastructure
assuming
in
they're getting
Arizona instead of
subsidies.
utilizing China.
Yeah, but you don't need a highly skilled, large workforce to run an AI center. You just
Absolutely,
need
it's going to bring thousands of jobs
you
to
need
Arizona.
it's going to
High-paying
bring
jobs.
jobs that the United States is able to train people for. We already have a large tech sector. I mean, the university that I went to, an enormous part of the undergraduate and graduate programs were computer science. You don't need to train somebody to work in a factory to actually
Scooter super
build
chatted
things to run an AI
$5.
center.
Protectionist economic policy has also been consistently ineffective the past 3 times we've tried it. High trade surplus does not equal healthy economy.
I'm just saying
Thank
that's
you.
one of the
Agreed.
only things that I actually agree with on Trump. As far as everything else, I think he's a dictator himself. As far as the stock market, I think he dictates the stock market better than anybody. But as far as distributing manufacturing, I think that's one of the only things I can agree with on as far as Trump goes, because I see how China is taking advantage of the USA market and manufacturing for us. And that's one of the only things that I agree
So
with.
did you
Well,
think that
it's been mutual.
did you think that Kamala
Sorry, go ahead.
Harris getting private investment of billions of dollars into the Northern Triangle into manufacturing was a great idea then, right?
Kamala doing what?
Because those are U.S. based companies. Kamala Harris went down to the Northern Triangle. Remember, at the beginning of Biden's presidency, she was tasked with figuring out what the problem was down in the Northern Triangle, why people were coming here in mass. And part of it was because of a lack of industrial base, so they had no jobs. So she started meeting with local U.S. businesses and leaders and taking them down to the Northern Triangle and discussing business investments down there. And they invested billions of dollars down there in U.S. investment, in U.S. manufacturing. So that was a good thing, right? Kamala Harris did great in the job that she was tasked with, because that's what you're advocating for, is for U.S. manufacturing going abroad to take advantage of cheaper labor force, which is exactly what they did.
Sure.
Yeah, I'm not going to
All right,
co-sign
then.
on any of
You
that.
voted for
But
Kamala.
Yeah,
but the point
absolutely.
is important that
Absolutely.
you're making in effects is that with wherever you want manufacturing to crop up, you can't just slap tariffs in a strategic way without having an investment policy. That's kind of the point I'm making. Like
1,000%, yes.
without massive federal investment in infrastructure for people to be able to get to work and have cheap housing that's actually like decent, all of the other necessities of life, and then also having public investment and private investment in the industrial centers, in training programs. Tariffs aren't going to do shit to move jobs anywhere.
I think, like I said before, I think for companies who are scraping that have low profit margins, you're going to see them distribute and actually utilize other countries to bypass the high tariff that we hold on China right now. I mean, I would rather pay 30% in Mexico than
The
pay
jocular
60%
jurist
coming from
super
China.
chatted $5. I say take with a grain of salt because the US reports homeless differently than China. US includes sheltered and unsheltered. China is more foggy.
Thank
The US is extremely foggy when it comes to homeless statistics. But anyways,
Yeah.
I mean, I guess we're just kind of repeating ourselves over and over here. I just think it's wild that you're aping Trump's tariffs and saying that it's good because they're somehow designed to bring jobs to Guatemala and Mexico and wherever else to do business with us, when Trump
Yeah.
himself and all the rest of the people in his circle were promising that they would bring manufacturing jobs to the United States.
Well, like I said, I think
I just don't think that's going to happen.
I think there might be some large companies who can bring manufacturing back to the United States, but as far as the majority, I think the majority are going to utilize other countries.
Or they'll just go out of business because they don't have the capital to either withstand the tariffs or move their entire operations to another country.
Well, I mean, I've manufactured in China myself, and all it takes, I own the tooling, I own some of the molds. All it takes is for me to ship some of the tooling and molds to a factory in Mexico, and then I'm manufacturing
Where's
in
that
Mexico.
factory?
Where's what factory?
Which factory in Mexico?
I mean, there's factories in Mexico, and if there's not, I think we can build infrastructure in Mexico. So
How much is that going to cost?
how much is it going to cost to build infrastructure in Mexico? I don't know.
Yeah.
It might cost more, but at the end of the day, you're going to save logistically.
So you
'cause
don't
have to
know
have
if
the
you're going to
cost
go
of-
out of business. That's really what you're saying. You don't know if you'd go out of business.
There are factories and manufacturing in Mexico that we can utilize.
I'm familiar,
You
but
know,
those
to
are
answer,
from enormous companies. Those are from the types of companies you say have the money to move around. Sorry, you go ahead and effects. I'm talking plenty.
Oh, no, it's all good, man. I just I had to take my dog out real quick, and I wanted to answer a question he did ask a minute ago about why all these AI companies are coming to the United States. It's a really, really simple answer. They make more money here, by far. AI in China is used in a utilitarian standpoint. It has to have a public function, right? They only use AI for basic stuff. They don't use it to determine advertising. They don't use it to determine what products to show a person in social media. Most of their social media apps block that. It's illegal.
It's like Facebook, right? Facebook and their data centers.
AI makes a ton of money here.
Why isn't Facebook and their data centers over in China?
Because they make money here.
Yeah, but
because they make money on that data here, because they know they can target advertise to their users here.
It's because they want
they can't do that there.
Yeah,
no, it's not control. It has nothing to do with control. It has to do with advertising revenue. It has to do with making money, just like everything in every business means. It has to do with making money. They don't want control over everything. That is not a thing. They want money.
Yes, in order to have money, they have to have control. And they don't really have that control if they were to actually move data centers to China.
No, if they make if they move their data centers to China, they'd have no customers. Because again, most of that is a crime in China. You can't do that. You can't advertise on. Check out, I mean, as an example, check out any of these Chinese applications when they first get released, before the United States starts digging their claws into it. Like Red Note. There's no advertising on Red Note. There just isn't. You don't find the ad pop-ups on Red Note. You don't find every other content creator selling products. They may talk about a product, they do a lot of reviews.
That's not
because
true.
They don't make any money there, because it's a crime, because they can't advertise on Red Note, because the Chinese government has said no. This is a space for users to be creative.
Look at Alibaba. All they do is advertise on Alibaba, and that's coming directly out of China.
They advertise to us.
Yes, they've been advertising on Alibaba.
They advertise to us because they can advertise to us. They can't advertise to their own people in the same way.
Yeah, because we're the consumer. They want to advertise to us. They would go out of business if they didn't advertise to us.
You're kind of skirting right into the point, man. You're running headfirst into it without realizing it. This is why these AI centers are here in the United States. Because they make money. Has nothing to do with control.
Because in the United States, it's legal to monetize every drop of your information that you leave on the internet and then sell you products that are bad for you.
Yes. And in China, that's a crime.
So
Anyways,
you're saying
I
Alibaba is
guess
illegal?
all I really had to say was about the tariffs. It seems like you kind of went back and forth, Shizload. Like you don't think they're going to bring jobs back to the U.S., but maybe they will. I mean, I guess we'll have to see. It's kind of too late.
Oh
You
my
know,
god, dude.
I would have advocated not support this type of policy before it happened, but it's happening now, and I think most of the companies that have the money to wait it out are just going to wait it out and hopefully see the end of the tariffs before they have to invest, hundreds of millions or billions of dollars, depending on the size of the company, to relocate their operations to whichever other country.
You're
So
starting to
far,
see
it's already
companies
been a
relocate their
disaster,
operations.
Agreed.
A lot of companies are already relocating their operations to other countries using different avenues other than China.
but just not back to the United States like MAGA promised.
Some companies, yes, but like I'm saying, the majority of them are actually going and utilizing other countries, not coming back to the United States because they're working on low profit margins.
All
But
right.
if you
Well, I'm going to
actually
bounce. You
move,
go ahead and throw a list of those companies in the chat. I'll go ahead and read it if you post them. But I'll talk to you guys later. Thanks for having me up, Pickles. Nice
All
to
right.
meet you guys.
You too.
And nice meeting you, man. I'm going to drop you a follow.
yeah, Apple is one actually. Apple
Sounds
has
good.
actually moved manufacturing over to Mexico. They're
How does
starting
India?
to, and India.
I mean, I feel like this obviously wasn't the point of the tariffs, and now that we're seeing that this is what's happening, I feel like this is now the new goalposts movement. Now that we're seeing that people are just going to circumvent the tariffs by moving things to places other than the United States, now that's the new intention behind them. I don't know. I think it's
I mean,
silly.
obviously, you don't want to open up a factory here in the United States that's manufacturing socks, right? Nobody wants to work for
Correct.
pennies to
Yeah.
manufacture socks. in the
Yeah,
United States.
critical goods,
So,
specialty goods is what we want to do. Not
so we have to
everything.
find other avenues. So
Yeah.
we have to find other avenues in other countries that will manufacture socks who have a labor rate that's pretty equivalent to China.
Yeah, or we could leave it alone and not fuck up our economy.
Or you could leave it alone and pay the tariff and let your prices go up.
Or not have tariffs.
Yeah, but we've had tariffs even during Joe Biden's presidency.
Yeah,
I mean,
but not on everything.
on a lot of things, yes, we did.
On steel and lumber and a few other things. Not on everything.
I understand that, but it might be okay to have a tariff on literally anything coming from China because they hold the power against
There's
us.
just no play. I just think it's silly. We're slowly figuring out there's no actual plan to like boost manufacturing here. There's no subsidies coming. There's no targeted. There's no like focus. It's just everything's tariffed. Do you see how stupid?
Because everything is coming from China, unfortunately.
Yeah, of course. Yes, but this doesn't fix it.
So putting a tariff doesn't distribute manufacturing.
No, I think for the most part, it's just going to be collecting taxes on us.
So you think people are still just going to stay in China regardless of the tariff?
Yeah, they've changed so many times at this point. Yeah, nobody's going to take billions of dollars and be like, you know what? Historically, these have changed 4 times in the last 3 months, but I'm going to take billions of dollars and invest behind these tariffs. It's just dumb.
Well, why is Apple, like you said, moving to India, moving to Mexico?
They probably struck deals where whether it's in China or India, it's the same.
And understand, China is working really hard right now trying to create new trade deals with countries they haven't traded with before or haven't had a lot of trade with in the past. They're trying to replace us as customers. There are 7 billion other consumers on the planet. You think our 360 million is going to mean anything?
Yeah, good luck with that. We're the biggest consumer in the world. We have the biggest market in the world. Everybody wants to utilize
because of the trade deals we had.
And I think that we're starting to actually make different trade deals with other countries other than China as well.
There's more countries going around since we're the dickheads in the playing field. Since we're the dickheads, they're going around making trade deals without us to fuck us over. A lot of these companies or a lot of these countries, as Trump has admitted himself, have not even reached out to him. They don't even care.
So what happened with the soy? What happened with the soy tariffs? What happened with the soy tariffs in his first term? What happened
with the soybean tariffs?
Yeah, With the agricultural tariffs, it happened because he put tariffs on steel and aluminum on China, heavy ones, and then China turned around and they tariffed U.S. soybean production.
Yes.
So guess what happened? Thousands of American farmers lost their land. We have been bailing them out at a tune of what, $33 billion a year since, because they can't find a place to sell their soybean product to now. And China decided to go to Brazil. And now Brazil is making billions of dollars in soybean sales to a customer they never had before.
Yes, and I think that we need to do the same thing. We need to go to other countries, not just use China.
That's just it. The other countries don't want to do business with us.
Yeah,
because we're being an ass about it because of tariffs. Because we tariffed everybody.
With us. We're the biggest market in the world. Everybody wants to sell to us. They would be grateful to sell to the Americans.
How are 360 million people the biggest market in the world? Just by the sheer numbers, that's not true.
Because we spend the most. We buy the most.
By ourselves, but there's a whole nother coalition of countries that aren't part of us. And
Yes,
they're
I
catering
understand
to
that.
those countries too. Us alone, or we're not going to change the landscape of world trade because we want to be the big boys in the playground.
We've always been the big boys of the playground. We've always been
Then why are we so scared of China right now?
the world aid. We've always been in control of the whole entire world. I mean, look how we're helping Ukraine. Look how we're helping all these
Now
other
you
countries.
guys, now you're proud to be helping Ukraine. Dude, you guys are insane.
No, I'm just saying that we've always.
I mean, just looking at the sheer numbers, the EU alone has 450 million people. They have 100 million people more than we do. Just the EU by itself. And you don't think they have the economy to support consumerism? You're insane. Then you just don't know anything about geopolitics.
I'm not claiming that they don't. I think that they can, and I think China is starting to open their eyes and realize that maybe they don't need America, but we're also opening our eyes and saying maybe we don't need China.
I just think, I feel like this is obviously, it's just protectionist yapping. This is just like, I don't know, Trump putting this before Trump, none of this was in y'all's head, right? Now this is the most urgent thing. We must pay all these crazy taxes to reshape the economic landscape of the world. By the way, Trump has not shared any of these plans with us. We're all speculating what this is doing. I just think it's silly. I think it's crazy.
Okay. That's fair. I guess we'll just keep using China, let them dictate everything that we consume.
We dictate what they produce. It's the other way around.
No, they dictate.
No, our consumerism dictates what they produce. China produces a ton of crap that they don't use in their own country. Why? Because we buy it. Because we want it. Because we have options for other things, and we don't buy those options. We buy this, and so they make this. That's literally basic supply and demand. Again, you don't understand economics.
Yes, I do, but you don't understand the logic behind what I'm trying to say, but that's fine.
There is no logic behind what you say. That's why I don't understand it. It doesn't make sense. It has never been shown in history ever anywhere, the things that you are saying.
It absolutely does, but that's fine. If you believe that, that's fine.
Then demonstrate it. Show us an example of that. Hey, Silico!
Hello.
What's up, Silico?
Hi, Pickle.
How are you?
You'd rather
Hello.
give your money to China.
Can I
Could
give
be
some bad
manufacturing in that
news
Mexico
to?
economy boom.
Can I give some bad news to the guest that you have in here? Pickles, but what's the biggest export of the United States besides weapons?
What's the biggest export of the United States? Oil?
Yes. Besides weapons is tech.
Tech? Oh.
That's wrong. It's actually mineral fuels.
No, it's tech. Do you want to know exactly what the Denmark government has Just done in the last few months.
It's actually mineral fuels, but okay, what?
The whole Denmark government has dropped Microsoft from all the government, which means from all schools, household, all hospitals, all security, everything. Now you're having France doing it. Germany going the same way. You're gonna have Spain going the same way. Is Microsoft is one of the big tech companies. Oh, and they're not going to Google. They're going towards Linux and cloud-based systems from Europe. Guess what's going to happen to the American market?
I'm sorry, I don't know anything. I don't know what you're saying right now.
You don't know. You don't know that the fact that one of the most valuable companies that America has are the big tech companies, namely Microsoft, Google, and Apple, and that governments all over Europe are dropping them.
I got a question for you, since you want to talk about Microsoft. Why would Microsoft stay in the United States when we're going to tax them? Why wouldn't they utilize another country? Why wouldn't they go to a country who is going to tax them a lot less and shipped to us?
Because those countries already have their own tech companies. Hate to say
Do you
it.
think
they already have their own
did I
tech
say
companies?
did I say that Denmark is taxing Microsoft? Or did I say that Denmark is dropping Microsoft? That's worse.
Why would
Denmark,
Microsoft stay in the United States if we're going to tax them up the ass? Why wouldn't they
We
move
don't-
to Brazil? Why wouldn't they move to somewhere
we
else?
don't care. We don't care if they move.
Okay, you don't care. I know you don't care. But guess what happens when they do exit the United States? Our economy will crash.
So, your economy is already crashing.
And it's going to be a lot worse when you see large corporations utilizing other countries, right? And moving to different countries out of the United
The
States because we
jocular
tax them.
jurist super chatted $5. Fact check. The second and third biggest exports of US is refined petroleum, followed by crude oil. Then civilian aircraft, then semiconductors and tech.
Thank you. So it's like fourth or fifth.
I didn't know anything about weapons.
I'm gonna make a minor correction to myself. Usually when we're talking about exports, we're talking about things that are physical. We're not talking about tech services. But on this case, I'm talking about tech services, which are
Well, first
some
you were
of the
talking
most
about
valuable
weapons.
companies. So we're talking some of the most valuable companies that come out of the American economy, and Europe is not even bothering with taxing them. Europe is just saying, we're not going to do business with you guys anymore. Which makes things a lot worse for the American economy. Because that's one thing. If you want to be the bully in the playground, all of the other children on the playground just say, we're not going to play with you anymore. And the moment that the moment that countries one by one start dropping Google Cloud Services and Microsoft Cloud Services, you're going to see one of the biggest sectors of the American economy go down, like flies, quickly, super quickly.
Can I ask you a question? Are you for taxing corporations in America more, or actually giving them tax breaks?
I am actually for what's known from finance and economy.
Can you just answer the question? Are you for taxing corporations in the United States or giving them tax breaks? Can you answer my question, please?
Actual good answers are nuanced, dude. So listen to the nuance. You might learn something.
Oh God.
I am for what's known to be the effective way of having a stable economy, which is social democracy, which means that taxation is proportional to the wealth of the companies and of the people. If you're going to look into FDR's New Deal, Yes, I know more about the American economies that maybe you know. FDR's New Deal, right after World War II, end up taxing the big wealthy companies and the big wealthy people, sometimes up to 80 and 90%. And the only deductions that they had were out of the investing on their workers or on research or on the arts or on social stuff. So you didn't get deductions out of nothing. You get deductions if you invest in the healthcare of your workers. If you get deductions if you invest in education of your workers. You get deductions if you invest in increasing the wages of your workers. That's actually giving prizes to the companies that work well, not begging the companies to do something remotely.
Okay, high corporation. If we keep taxing corporations a high tax, you're going to see companies
No, you're
relocate
not.
to countries with lower
No,
tax
you're
rates.
not. No, you're not. Go look into the prices of McDonald's in Denmark, and you're going to see that McDonald's prices in Denmark are actually lower than the American prices.
Because they're being taxed less.
No, they're not. In fact,
No, Denmark has huge tax rates, especially corporate tax rates.
so what demonstrates is when you have a good social system, you can even have systems that decrease prices.
Yeah, Shiz, how do corporations avoid paying taxes in the U.S.? If you're a corporation, say you've got a, say, 15% corporate tax, how can you avoid paying that tax?
If it were me,
well, first off, what do you pay that tax on? What specifically do you pay that tax on?
It really depends
Is it on your
what
gross?
company you have. But if it were me and I
No,
would
is it on gross or is it on profit?
Well, let me answer your question. If it were up to me, and I had a tech company in the United States and I was paying a high tax rate, I would definitely consider moving to another country that has a lower tax rate to make more money.
That is a wild way to not answer the question.
That is the most
What is tax? What does corporate tax apply to? What is corporate tax applied to? What do you pay taxes on as a corporation? Do you pay it on gross? Do you pay it on net? Do you pay it on profit?
There's multiple different types of tax. I mean,
no, it's the base corporate tax. Corporate tax is always paid on the same basis. I'm just going to give it to you since you can't seem to answer it. It's paid on profit. Profit specifically. If you spend, like say, if I own a business and I take in $1 million in my gross revenue, that's all the receipts, then I take $500,000 and I invest that back into my company. I don't pay taxes on that $500,000. I only pay taxes on the $500,000 I keep in my pocket or in my business, as profit.
To answer your previous question, Denmark's corporate tax is actually 22% lower than the United States.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
It can't be 22% lower because the United States isn't even 22%.
What? Bro, did you not see
wait a minute, what's our corporate tax rate right now?
It's 21%.
Did you not?
20?
Is it 21? God, why was I thinking it was 18
if you're domestic?
Yeah, that's the one I was thinking of. Yeah, because it's a baseline at 15% that
Well,
Joe
I'm
Biden
combining federal, state, everything.
No, we're talking about federal corporate taxes, which is the only thing Congress deals with. Everything else is done at a state level, and the federal government doesn't have any control over that. We're talking about federal taxes because that's what a tariff is. A tariff is a federal tax. Since we're comparing this to tariffs, you got to compare it evenly.
Can I just make
So yeah, ours is 21%, so theirs can't be -1%.
And I'm gonna make just a small intermission. You are trying to say that companies will get out of America if taxes go out. Taxes were high under the New Deal, roughly between the 1930s and the 1960s. How many big companies got out of America during that time?
I don't have the number off of my head, but I'm sure that there was people considering moving to other countries.
No, I want a number. You are claiming a thing, so you need to demonstrate to me that during these 3 decades where America prospered, how many big companies got out of America? You are claiming that that happens.
In what
So I
year?
say
I'll tell you. In what year?
between the 1930s and the 1960s.
Oh my God! Before there was internet, before you're talking about a time when the world was a whole different place.
There was still
We
newspapers
didn't
and
even
radio
have
and television.
our communication was entirely different in the 1930s than what it is now.
Excuse me, weren't you claiming that is just the tax rate is that makes companies go out? So you
Wait, what?
cannot give me extra reasons. How many?
You can't compare the
During those,
1930s to
you
2025.
were claiming that your claim is that tax rates makes companies go out.
They do now in today's modern
And
world.
I just gave you I just gave you 3 decades of America, and you cannot give me an answer because you know that you don't have an answer.
No, your issue is you're comparing
You know that
1930
the
to
big
today's modern
companies.
world. In
Then
1930,
show us
people
anywhere.
in
Show us anywhere
1930
with a
people
modern
were not
economy where that has
considering
happened.
moving to other countries.
Show us
In,
anywhere in a modern economy where that has happened. Show us. Demonstrate it. Otherwise, we have to go with the data we have available to us. And the data we have available to us states that when we have higher corporate tax rates in the United States, it helps to build the lower and the middle class. It gives the federal government the revenue to be able to produce social programs so they can lift themselves out of poverty, so they can get good jobs, so that we can have investments in the United States in our infrastructure. We built the highway system with it. We built our entire communication system that we currently run right now with it. The entire network system that we use for telecommunications was built during the 50s and 60s. Granted, that's becoming a problem. We need to replace it. But in order to replace it, we need federal revenue. And that would create a ton of jobs. That's what Joe Biden was trying to do with the infrastructure bill. And it started. Tens of thousands of projects across the country, employing people,
so
giving
Apple,
them
for
good
example,
jobs with benefits.
Apple has not necessarily relocated headquarters, but they use subsidiaries in Ireland to shift profits around. I mean, you're starting to see companies move around more than we ever have. You can't compare 1930 to 2025. In 1930, our communication with other countries were slim. In 2025, we're doing so much more business than we were in 1930 with other countries.
Yeah, which means that the system we're discussing would apply even more. That's what you're not getting. You're not
Also,
putting the two and the two together.
building subsidiaries is not the same thing as moving. So, again, to stop trying to run away from my question, how many big companies moved away from America during the 3 decades where FDR's New Deal was at its peak?
A lot of companies right now are shifting around more than they ever have been ever in the in history.
Because you are in late stage capitalism. You are not in social democracy. You are not in FDR's New Deal. Late stage capitalism promotes completely unfeathered focus, like sharp focus on only one thing: money to the big guys. So the CEOs and the directors and everything, they only have one goal: more money to the big guys. That's what they do. If the governments, namely the American government, starts to put legislation that makes them shift the goals, namely things like the New Deal that says, dude, you're only gonna get tax breaks if you raise the wages. Like Trump could do this tomorrow. Any company only gets a tax break if the minimum wage in that company is a livable wage.
So are you for, can you answer my question that I asked you a long time ago? Are you for taxing corporations more, or are you for giving them tax breaks? It's a simple answer.
I am for proportional tax regarding to the wealth of people and companies.
I'm sorry,
And
say again?
I am also for promoting good behavior, both in people and companies.
Can you answer my question again? Are you for taxing them more, or are you for giving them tax breaks?
Pickles, did I answer his question?
I'm sorry, I just didn't
We're
hear you.
for taxing them more.
You're for taxing them more.
I am literally for.
So if you're for taxing them more, doesn't that trickle down to the end consumer? Don't these corporations already not pay their fair share of taxes? Wouldn't they just raise their prices to be able to pay their taxes?
Yeah, not proportionally though. I think there's a study that says maybe 30% of federal taxes are passed on to consumers. It's obviously it's a lot easier to hide than taxes that are attached to the goods that you're selling.
And again, don't forget, if the company takes their profit and they invest that profit back into their community and into their workers, they don't pay taxes on it. It's that easy.
Yeah, but the majority of the time they're not doing that. They're pocketing it, right?
Raising prices only happens because you live on shareholder capitalism, which means that all of these companies are doing what is mathematically
I gotta go, guys. Thanks for having me up.
All right, bro.
I keep running away because they don't understand basic economics.
Yeah. Anyway.
And yes, unfortunately, what I said in right at first, it's happening. Like, not only most American products that are being sold in Europe are heavily going down. Most governments, which is the highest paying part of
Jocular
tax,
Jurist super
are
chatted
dropping.
$5. How does your proportional tax burden reconcile with most small businesses being S-Corp, LLCs, and partnerships?
Pass-throughs. Yeah, I know. Still. Thank you guys. Thank you, Silico. Thank you, Infectious. That was getting really slow, really fast.
Keep doing the good work, Pickles.
We were just kind of going in circles there for a bit. No, I was just going to say earlier when we were talking about China, somebody posted in the Discord. It's a great link. It's from what was the website here? It's a documentary on how China has eliminated poverty. It's from Progressive International. And it's completely done up with sources and everything else. It's a fantastic read if you want to check it out.
Nice.
China is not a good example in what comes to politics, but what they've done regarding how they benefit their companies, how they say you have to raise the standards for your workers after all of those scandals that happened with Apple and all of those things, it actually improved the living standards of the Chinese people quite a bit.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with taking a country that you don't necessarily agree with their political stances and saying, well, okay, they did this one thing really, really well. And maybe we can take this and adapt it in some way to make it work even better for us. I mean, that's what the U.S. is supposed to be about. We take all these ideas and we pick the best of them and we try to do them better than anybody else can. That was the America I always thought that we were growing into.
Yeah, I agree. What's up, Mermaid?
Pickles, I'm your biggest fan.
No, you're not. You stop it. You stop it.
Hi,
you know,
Pickle.
I feel honored. This is the first time I've been on a panel with Mermaid. It is a pleasure to finally meet you. I know your work very well.
Oh my God! Well, thank you. Hi. I'm like not anybody like special or anything. I'm just here. Hey.
I gotta say, you, Santana, and Hector are probably my three favorite 3
Oh
favorite
my
for history and
God.
for social cue and stuff like that.
That's
Love you
so
guys.
cool. That's so exciting. I like when people like say that they watch the stuff that we do. Especially like Santana, like Hector, like Erica. Oh my God, you have to watch Erica. Erica is
Erica, yeah.
absolutely amazing. And like, yeah, I think that's super dope. I just be
I tend to
trying.
not
I've
say
been like
Erica
not
because
on as much for the last few days because I am about to move.
I tend to not think of Erica quite as much because there's like 3 or 4 really good Erica creators, and people are always getting them confused.
I only know Erica Shante, and maybe because I'm biased, because I love Erica Shante, but that is the only Erica that I know, and I love her.
Now, there's the Erica that comes from across the pond too, that does a lot of work with like Doug. She comes in here every great so often.
Yeah, no, I love that. I love that. Pickles, come to Chicago.
I'm down. I'm down. I think I'm gonna start. I think I'm gonna make like a goal, like a donation goal for getting vehicular. I might do that.
Are you trying to get a? Are you trying to get a car, and
I
then you're gonna
am.
like road trip everywhere?
I think I'm gonna get a car.
Yeah, I'm doing that after. I had to get my new house, my new place first, because I wanted to upgrade and get like a streaming room. And I needed
Ooh.
more space anyway. So I get my keys tomorrow. So that's really, really exciting. And then after that, I'm gonna buy a new car. I think I'm gonna get a Jeep, another Jeep Wrangler.
Ooh. Fancy. I don't play PUBG anymore. No, I do not. I need a motorhome, an RV. Honestly, I wouldn't mind like one of those converted buses. I could rock that.
You Pickles, I could see you in like one of those like luxury RVs.
You should talk to Mo. Mo just got done doing a bus.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I want an electric vehicle. That's what I want. Nothing fancy. Be a Kia.
Jeep girls. I had a
Jeep girls.
2014 Jeep Wrangler, and Pickles, you know how short I am, so it's actually very funny to see me hop in and out of a big old Jeep like that, like the one that I had. But I don't like small vehicles.
Yeah, I don't either. I have to have something that's I have to sit up high. I have to be able to see. I'm too tall.
Pickles, not to pry, but are you gardening?
Maybe.
Oh, wait, you should have said something. Hold on one second. I can always
Cheers.
partake in this.
Get you
I
some.
was gonna say I've already got mine out.
I love a good
Oh,
garden sesh.
before I forget, real quick, Pickles. While I'm up here, probably next week or the week after, sometime I should be getting a boom mic, so that I can actually
Oh.
start streaming from my PC. I've had a really nice Microsoft Live Cam that I was going to use for video.
Uh-huh.
But once I get that stuff in, can you send me the links for the stuff that you used to set me up?
Yeah, for sure. For sure. I
Perfect.
gotcha.
Thank you.
Once I set up my streaming room, then Pickles, you have to finally help me. I've been asking since my birthday, and
I
I just
got you.
haven't had time.
Got you, girl. Got you. Everybody needs Papa Pickle's help. I know, God.
Yes. Yes, we need Papa Pickles' help.
Well, I mean, you are the king of the setup. I mean, you have one of the best setups on TikTok. We all know
I
this.
say.
It's your expertise, bud.
Yep.
I'm so
There you
happy
go.
you told me to garden because now I'm going to be a happy camper while I finish packing up. I
Good
got
for
this.
you.
Okay. So like as far as like gardening equipment, right? I went to the Puff Puff shop and I found this lighter buy raw like the paper, and it's like, look, wait, let me just wait. Okay. That's a cat, sorry. So like it's this, right? But it's super cool because if you push it up, it has like a little wheel, a windshield, so that you can like light your stuff if you're outside and the wind won't
Yeah.
get it.
Look at that.
And then if you push it down, It has the little thing to like stuff your stuff when you need to,
Look at that.
and it's refillable. So now I'm in
Wow.
love because
That's
I
a
feel like it's
multi-tool.
multi-purpose.
Look at that.
I dig that. See, I'm about as old school on my gardening as I can be. Just a standard straight glass piece, nothing special. Always use glass though.
Yeah. I just have little throwaway disposables. And they're on my TikTok shop.
Wait, on the TikTok shop.
I'm just
Oh
kidding.
my god. I was about to say TikTok started selling some good stuff, didn't they?
Shoot. I would make so much commission. Yeah, no,
Just on your own purchases, right?
yeah.
How many of the cucumbers in here gardens like you do?
Oh, we've
Cucumber.
got some cucumber gardeners.
How many can I see? Can you put a tree in the comments if you're a cucumber gardener?
I like my broccoli. That's my Stoner Gump impression, if you couldn't tell. I'm terrible.
Hey cows, hey Tater.
But hey, I mean,
Oh
if Stoner
geez.
Gump can talk about this stuff on a daily and he never gets taken down for any of it, I tend to follow his language.
At this point, this is a scythe. Because everybody in here does.
Trump's doing so much for America in such a short amount of time.
Well, that's a crazy
Oh my
statement.
goodness.
Yeah,
Oh
he's
my
showing
goodness.
us all the holes in the law and the Constitution that allow him to do this stupid shit.
Golly. Only been live 2
I can't
hours.
believe after everything that's been going on, there are still people that support that man.
I don't know how it happens.
You know, I don't know though. I mean,
It
if they were to
takes
hold the election today, he would lose his ass off.
Oh
it
yeah.
takes quite a bit to break the confirmation bias because people don't like the shame of being wrong. It happens to everybody.
Well, I don't know. I'm just so baffled that there are people that are protecting, there are people protecting him when they know who he's protecting. That's ridiculous. But he's our president, guys. Everybody respect your president.
Have you guys heard the new meme of what the
Okay.
GOP stands for?
Uh-uh.
Oh.
Guardians of P3DOs.
Ooh.
Oh.
Ooh, well, they are. I mean, did they lie?
Right.
I got a 7-day jail sentence on here last week, so I've been like super gone. And I got it because it was the day that they said that stuff doesn't exist. And I got on here and just crashed out.
Oh yeah.
Oh, and I used my computer, Pickles. Okay, so you know how on like TikTok Studio you can like queue up images?
Uh-huh.
I had the receipt of when Miss Shmandi said that the stuff was on her desk. I had the picture of the all of the like right wing influencers with the binders. I had all of that queued up. And whenever they would come up and say something to me, I was like, "No, you're lying. Here it is." And then finally, they were like, "No, we got to take her down."
Damn. Yeah,
I
you
just
have
had
to
to
be real
sit there.
careful. I'll get banned. I'll get banned for talking about it too.
Yeah, no, they're getting anybody. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna just come back and act real nice. Pickles,
Oh.
I
Oh.
like your hat.
Thank you. Thank you. It's my signature
I'm
hat.
like your biggest fan.
Duh. Duh.
Do you stream anywhere else while you're on here?
I'm on YouTube.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yep.
Oh,
Yep.
look, you've got Trumpers in here.
There's some shit talkers in YouTube.
Wait.
Yeah, I tried to super chat you earlier today, but it didn't go through for some reason.
Oh well.
Google's been kind of funky with my wallet lately.
Yeah.
Oh,
If you're a Trump
I was
supporter
think.
and you want to debate, hop in the box. Come tell us why you like Trump. I think I'm gonna slim down to just me and Mermaid, if y'all don't mind.
I was just going to say,
I
Noodles, real
was
quick.
going.
My daughter is watching Jesse in the other room. My mic's just too good.
You're good.
I was going to say it. I just saw one of the news that said that Trump is going to go to Scotland next week, which he will be cooked. Like the Scottish are really mad at him.
I want to see
Yeah.
that reception on air. They freaking hate him in Scotland.
And it's almost 11 at night in here, so it's rest time for me. Love you all. Stay strong, and let's hope things get better.
RJ, what's up? RJ, of course, says I'm a Trumper. Much
Hey,
love,
RJ.
Silico. Much love, Infectious. I will catch y'all soon.
Yep, take her easy, brother.
Peace. Mermaid, what have you been doing? You've been cheating on me with Johnny.
I love you both.
Mm-hmm.
Stop that.
Mm-hmm.
You two, when you two battle and like you guys battle together, I'm always really, really anxious. So like, no, my two little favorites, no.
It's all right. If it's anybody, if it's Johnny, that's totally fine. Johnny's cool.
I love Johnny. I was just on the phone with him literally before I came in here.
Nice.
Yeah, the Johnny Pickles feud. It's so funny.
He's like my Newman, my Seinfeld Newman. Hello, Newman.
I love it. It's so funny. Have you had any good debates lately? I've heard that it's been terrible.
It's been slow. It's slow.
Yeah, I've heard that they don't have like anything to really say right about now. A lot of them are really upset with their second coming Lord and Savior Jesus Trump.
Yep. Yep. I've had. Did I tell you RC came up and told me that he no longer supports Trump? Do you know who
Wait,
RC is?
yeah, the like he's like a raging like racist. Like
Yep.
he said he no longer supports Trump. What?
Yep.
Wait, what made him say that? Is it the thing?
Yeah, he's like, oh, he's bought out by Israel and the Epstein thing.
Oh, really?
Cry corner. Oh no. Yeah.
Keep them coming.
Yep. I feel like this is a safe space. I feel like they do come up here. A lot of them. They find my stream as the place to come out and say it.
I like that's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I just had to pop up one more time real quick. The shrimp emojis. Next time you see RC, make sure people are popping those shrimp emojis in the comments. When he first started coming around, he was obsessed with debating with Tommy and Jaden. And they would just hand his ass to him every time. And that was Tommy's thing, was getting everybody to put the shrimp emojis in the comments. And it triggered the crap out of him. That's when he first got the nickname Cry Corner.
That is too funny.
That's an old
great.
school story for you. Just thought you'd enjoy that.
I think that's great. I think the fact that this, well, The fact that it took them so long to be able to like wake up sucks. But the fact that it's happening, good. Because we still got the midterms.
Felice raid, let's go.
Hey, police raiders.
I started watching Tommy when he did COVID as well. Yes, I did. I did as well. I watched Tommy for a long time. It's crazy. It's crazy now that we're buds. Same thing with Felice. I watched Felice for like over a year. Now we're buds. We're besties.
Everybody should want to be your bestie, Pickles. You're great.
You stop. Oh shucks. Oh Felice. Thank you. Thank you again, guys.
The jocular jurist super chatted $5. I would debate you, but I am not a Trump supporter, just a constitutional conservative. I also dislike debating outside work. Conversations are better.
I appreciate you. Thank you.
A constitutional conservative.
I need a Pickles Good Trouble crossover. I would love to. The few times I've been around Good Trouble, I've been really. I poked a lot of smut, and I was really quiet and nervous.
Because you're just naturally kind of quiet and nervous.
Yeah.
I kind of like pulled you out of that because I'm very in your face loud and talk to me.
Yeah. Yeah. I felt like a little bit of an outcast when we were all hanging out, and you made me feel safe. Brought me in under your
Yay!
wing.
Yay! That's what I'm supposed to do. And it said Pickles is blushing. I love Pickles.
Yeah, when are we hanging out again? You said Chicago?
Yeah, I'm in Chicago.
Sheesh.
I'm close to downtown too. It's really nice here. I like Chicago. There's a lot to do here.
Yeah, I'm saving up for other stuff before I do any traveling. I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna save. I'm gonna save before I do anything crazy. I'm not like big baller Johnny. I don't get
Johnny's
all
been
that
in
traveling money.
LA for like 2 weeks.
Johnny's
I mean, for
crazy.
like a month. Like he's been in LA for like a month. But y'all don't have real pizza though. Fish Bastion, I'm from New York. So like I know what real pizza is. Okay. Chicago's pizza is lasagna. I'm okay.
Ooh. The deep dish.
Like a deep dish pizza is like pizza casserole. Like I'm okay.
Yellow.
Alert.
What's up? Are you a Trump supporter?
Oh no, I didn't vote for no one. I thought they were both lame.
Oh, okay. Is there something you wanted to
But
say?
I'm actually I have a question.
Uh-huh.
Um, why does a lot of people think Trump sucks?
Because he's an asshole.
Right. Like actual like political kind of answer. Besides his
Hey,
personality.
his economic policy is horrible. It's crazy. Put tariffs on everybody. I think it's the most controversial economic policy ever. I think that he's the most openly corrupt person to run our government. He's accepted $400 million jets from foreign countries. He's got a big meme coin that people probably dump money into. I think he's turned all of our allies against us with all of the tariffs, and his position on a lot of the stuff abroad.
He's a constitutional violator. We could go down the list of amendments in the Constitution in which he's violated. He's a 34 count felon,
Okay.
which would go straight into the corruption that Pickles was just saying. He's he's a he's been found liable of rape. Like he's a racist. I don't know what else you would need.
Okay. I was just curious. That's why I hopped on. I appreciate it. Thank you for telling me everything.
No problem. Love
All
you.
right. All right. Love you too, bro.
All right. Bye. Sometimes you
Because
just
you're so
gotta.
cute.
Sometimes you just gotta brighten people's day.
You're so cute. He was like, love you, bro.
Sometimes you just gotta let them know.
Trump
Someone
has
on
done
YouTube says.
so.
Someone on YouTube says 34 counts. These clowns are actually dumb. He was acquitted on the charges. Really? Really? Is that why he's trying to transfer the charges to federal charges so that he can get them expunged? Is that why he failed to do that like last week?
Wait, I didn't know there's like MAGA on YouTube. That's crazy.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
My God, they're everywhere. It's like an infestation. Wait, so how do you talk to them through YouTube?
I see. I'm looking at my YouTube chat right now. But I turn on a phone number and they call in on YouTube. But you wouldn't be able to
Oh,
talk to them.
they can't hear me?
They can hear you, but they wouldn't be able to hear you if they called in.
Oh, because I'm through TikTok, not through whatever your phone thing is that you're using.
Yeah,
Um, I would just watch. Or tell them to come over here and don't be scaredy cats.
right? I can do that. All right, let's do it. I'll turn on the YouTube phone. We'll get our little dude. Boop and boop. Oh, YouTube chat's not even working either. No one said anything?
Wait, what's that little thing?
It's a little dude that when my guests are speaking, it lights up and moves its mouth.
Oh, so it's the guest. Oh my God, wait, it's doing what I'm doing.
Yeah.
He's so cute. Look, it's like pink. Oh.
Y'all, if you're on YouTube and you want to call in, just call that phone number and we can debate. Someone just tried. Try again, y'all. Hello.
Hello, is this Pickle?
What's up? Are you a Trump supporter?
No, this is the Jocular Jury, so it's just testing out the phone number.
Okay, there is an echo. This sucks.
I got
Thank you. Mother fluffer. There is an echo.
Wait, so why is there an echo?
Test, test.
you. All right, is that working better?
No, it's me. Echo's back. God damn it. I changed something.
Technology just grand.
I changed something just to stream something on Twitch the other day and it fucked everything up. I mean, on
Sounds about
Discord.
right to me.
Yeah, the echo's back. Why the fuck? Maybe this will work. Say something else.
Something else.
Is the echo still there, y'all?
I don't hear any.
I
It's
don't hear an
perfect. It
echo.
sounds good now. Okay, cool.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, you're not a Trump supporter, right?
No, I am not. I am a constitutional conservative, though, so I imagine you and I would have plenty to debate on. But if it's specifically regarding Trump, no.
Oh,
I
okay.
think the way he handles the law is silly.
Okay. Well, then I appreciate that. Thank you.
No worries. All right, you have a good one.
You too. All right, y'all. The phone number is back up. Seems like everything's in working order. Chat, how am I a genius? How do I do it? How do I resolve echoes like that? I don't know. It's just, it's
You're
part
the
of
echo whisperer.
just part of my genius, guys. How do I do it? Guys, if I could only find a blue light glasses company that makes like soft arms on the glasses.
They have those. You can buy them from Amazon. They've got little fuzzy ones and everything. And then it like protects your ears so your ears don't hurt.
Yeah, my ears hurt. Blue
Juan.
light glasses, soft frame. I want them so soft.
Can you put a 40-inch bust down on this little pink person?
Hold on. Hello, is this a Trump supporter?
Hello.
Hello, is this a Trump supporter?
Yes, sir.
What do you like about Trump?
I love him.
What do you love about him?
Goddamn everything. Getting the illegals out of here. Draining the swamp.
Okay. Isn't wouldn't you vote for like a Democrat since we deport more people than Republicans?
The hell are you talking about? You let 20 million of them get into the goddamn country.
We let 20 million of them in.
Talking about deporting the goddamn immigrants. What the hell are you talking about right now?
Biden had much higher deportation numbers than Trump. He
Yeah,
didn't
he
just
might
let
have
anybody in.
deported. Let me ask you a question, right? If he deports 3 million people, but he lets 20 million in, what's the net difference? Huh?
So it's not exactly true.
Exactly.
So Biden actually expelled people at a higher rate than Trump. Biden had a 50%
And he
expel rate.
let in 20 million.
Now the total number we have is like 13 million, and it was like 11.7.
That's a lot of damn people, man.
It was 11.7 when Trump was in
13
office.
million?
So no, that's the total amount of people here, and they've been here since Trump.
I don't understand what you're saying. You told me that Biden deported more people than Trump, but you're ignoring the fact that he let in a bunch of people and Trump didn't. How you not understanding that?
So Biden deported far more. What do you think the number is that were just let in, and where did you find it?
20 million. That's
20
the number
million.
we know. 20
Where
million
did you
over Biden's presidency.
Did you hear that from Trump or something?
That's a known fact.
That is not a known fact. That is nothing close to the truth.
It absolutely is. But anyways, let's talk about let's move on from immigration because clearly you don't see you think Biden deported more people than Trump. I mean, you're crazy. Let's move
That's
on.
the
What else you got
truth.
to say about Trump, huh?
I think Trump's tariffs are insane. I think they're insane.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Stock market at an all-time high today. What you got to say about that, huh?
They hit an all-time high
Tariffs
during
ain't doing too well, ain't they, huh? My
dude.
stock market portfolio looking beautiful.
The stock market hits all-time highs during every presidency.
Oh, really?
Every
What were
year.
you saying back a few months ago? You're talking about, oh, the stock market crashing. Oh, people's 401ks are going down. Trump can't do this. Now the stock market's at an all-time high. You ain't got nothing to say, boy.
It's literally right where we left it 6 months ago.
It's at an all-time high. Take a look. Take
It's
a look in the
literally
video.
like it's
Take
like
a look at. Take a look at.
what is it?
all these
45,000.
stocks.
It's not that. It's not that great. It's nothing crazy, dude. In fact, we are not
Look at what he
rolling
signed
back.
today.
We're not.
He signed the crypto bill, the Genius Act, named after him. What's so funny, boy?
Named after Trump. Good
Yeah,
stuff.
that's what
Good
he
stuff.
said. That's what he said on the live stream.
I love that.
Anyways, I'll give you this, all right? I'll give you this. The one thing I got a problem with is the whole Epstein thing. But that's about it. Anything else?
That's it.
I'm Trump. But I know there's a reason behind it. Let me ask you this. Let me ask you what you think about this, all right? Because everyone's saying, oh, Trump's in the files. Oh, he's compromised, all this stuff, right? Why would he have said he got elected? And after he got elected, he kept saying, oh, we're going to release the files. We're going to release the files. Why would he do that and then all of a sudden take a 180? He would have said, the moment he got elected, he would have started planting little seeds about covering it up. But he didn't do that. So clearly something happened, and we don't know about it. So I don't
every
like all
time
the speculating going
every
around
time he was asked about
saying,
it, every time he's asked, he's like, "What would you release the apps?" He's like, "Well, yeah." And they're like, "Yeah, you would even do that?" And he goes, "Well, you know, there's probably a lot of innocent people in there. I probably wouldn't want to release. And we have to be real careful." Like every time he was asked about it, he was
that's the fact.
hesitant.
You don't want the victims' names coming out. I don't want to see none of that stuff.
Yeah.
I do want those pedophiles brought to justice.
Mm-hmm.
But if it involves hurting the victims, then what good are we doing?
Yeah, I think that I think it's obvious that Trump was part of it. I think we even have an FBI agent that came out and
What the hell
said
you
that.
talking about obvious? Trump ain't no pedophile. You out your mind.
Okay.
He
You
absolutely
say the
is.
president's a pedophile. You out your mind.
Okay. What
Where's
about?
the evidence?
Okay, we have
You
evidence.
know who's a pedophile is Joe Biden sniffing those girls' hair.
Don't we have?
You ain't
Don't
said
we
nothing
have?
about that, did you?
Don't we have? Don't we have Trump evidence of Trump saying that he would date a 10-year-old girl in 10 years, and then
I
saying
don't know about that. I never heard that.
there's a video. There's a video of it. There's a girl going up an escalator. He
Video
goes,
from
"Yeah."
where? From
He's like, "Look at that."
ChatGPT?
No, it's from like 1997 before AI.
Oh, when he was like 25 years old. Big deal.
No, he was like 50 or 40.
Yeah, I'm sure you're taking it out of context anyways. Trump ain't a pedophile. Don't get me started
What
on that.
about-
They tried to say that in 2016.
What about him
Already been
bragging?
debunked.
What about him bragging on Howard Stern that he likes to walk into women's
It's
changing
the
rooms
Howard
because
Stern
he
show, damn it. You ever
because he
watched
likes it because he enjoys because he owns the place. What about that?
What are you saying? What about he owns what place? What are you saying? I didn't hear what you said.
He said he brags about walking into women's changing rooms because he owns the place. What about that?
I don't know if that's true. Again, sounds like it's taken out of context. I will say this: it's you know what I'm saying about locker room talk and all them things. Back in my day, we used to do that a lot more. Nowadays, it ain't accepted so much. People say things to their homies, to their boys, and they make mistakes. I'm not going to defend what he's saying and say it's right, but I'm also going to say nobody's perfect, and I'm sure there's things that I've said and you've said behind doors that we wouldn't be proud of if our mothers heard it.
I think that if
don't mean that
anybody
he's been rich.
if anybody's a creep,
Let me tell you this.
if anybody's a creep, it's
He
Trump.
had the money. He definitely had the money to get clients from Epstein if he wanted to. He's a billionaire, and we got no evidence to say so. We know that maybe one time he flew in the plane, and that's probably when he found out what the hell was going on that island and said, oh, hell no, I ain't doing it.
Okay. It's very generous of you. It's very optimistic of
You
you.
would have seen him on the. You would have if he was a client like goddamn Bill Gates and Stephen Hawking. You would have seen him on them.
He is
flight logs 20
He's
times.
on the flight log 7 times, dude.
7 times, and only once did he go to the islands. So that's what I got to say about that. Yeah, they were in the same wealthy circle of billionaires.
Wasn't one of the people, one of the women, one of the girls that were victims, that were a victim to Epstein, weren't they found to have been scouted at Mar-a-Lago?
I have no idea. You're speculating on stuff you don't know. I gotta say.
I think that's true.
Yeah, you think a lot of things. I think a lot of things. So, let me ask you a question. What are the viewers saying right now? Because I'm sure they're giving me some W's in the chat. Ain't that right?
Yeah, they're totally doing that.
Yeah. Ain't none of them been around where I've been around. I'll tell you that. They ain't fought for this goddamn country.
Yeah,
So
there
what
was
else you
somebody
got, huh?
recruited. There was definitely a teenage girl recruited at Mar-a-Lago. Unsealed
Yeah,
documents.
you're trying to go on
say
these
this.
tangents about nothing because you got nothing to say about the presidency. It's going great. He's delivering on every goddamn promise he made. Every single one.
That's not
Tell
even
me
true.
something besides the Epstein files so far. And like I said, we don't know everything.
Okay. So his first presidency, did he get Mexico to build a wall? No. Did he pass infrastructure?
Why are you
No.
talking about his first presidency?
Did
We're talking
he
about
did
this
he
president.
ever it's been 8 years, did he ever write down a medical like a healthcare plan? No. He hasn't. He hasn't done shit. He hasn't done anything.
That's not
Said
the
he was going to
question I'm
lower
asking
gas
you. I'm
prices and
asking
grocery
you-
prices day one. He came in
You
and threw up
said debate-
tariffs.
You said to debate Trump. I'm talking about this presidency right now, what he's doing right now.
Okay.
Since he got elected back in November to now. He's doing great
Okay.
things, and you can't
Yeah.
say a thing about it.
He's
Tell me
thrown up
one thing
tariffs.
He's not doing good.
He's made the stock market go down. It's just now caught
The
up.
stock market's back up to all-time highs,
it
boy. I already
just-
told you that.
it
Everybody
just-
bought the dip. He
it
said
just
it
now
on Truth
caught up.
Social in April. He said now is a great time to buy DJT.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
that was the
Manipulating the
bottom of
stock
If you
market.
didn't listen, let me ask you to say
Manipulated
something,
the
boy.
stock market
If you
too.
didn't listen to the president of the United States when he said to buy the market, you got only yourself to blame for that.
We got
He told you to buy the
inflation.
market.
We got
He's
inflation
making
going
it
up.
insider trading for everybody.
We
He's
haven't-
making it even playing field.
I'm glad you admit it.
Because he's telling us when to buy.
Inflation,
He's
inflation
giving us
is
hints.
inflation
He
is
said, "Hey,
bumped up.
I got some news coming. Get ready to buy the market.
Oh my
These
god.
countries, they know because think about it, man. Think about it. You got Trump. He come in. First of all, you got Biden for 4 years. Sleepy Joe ain't doing nothing. Letting all these countries walk over us, do whatever they want, handing out money like he's the goddamn Santa Claus. And then you got Trump coming in. He's sending shockwaves to these countries. He's telling them, no, you ain't playing with our money no more. You ain't playing with our people no more. And what
Okay.
does that do? That lets them know that we're serious. And now they take us serious and they give us a fair deal.
And now a bunch
That's
of
what
them
we get.
haven't
We get a
even
fair deal.
a bunch of them haven't even contacted him. He's out there yelling, "Hey, you know, you guys
Why
that
is
put tariffs
why
on
is
you,
the
right?"
market at all-time highs? Why is the market at all-time
Dude,
highs?
you guys don't even know what that means. Every year it hits an all-time high. Every year, Trump didn't do anything
You
special.
guys? What do you mean,
Yes.
you guys? I know the market.
You know, Biden
Why
had
is
all-time
Bitcoin
highs
at
last year.
all-time highs? Why is
Biden had
crypto-
all-time highs
why
last
is
year.
crypto booming? We in crypto shit. Why is crypto booming? Why is every market booming?
I don't know.
Everything
I
going
don't know.
up. Why is that?
Jeez, I don't
You'll
know.
get
Good for
tired of
crypto.
winning. That's what he said. And I ain't tired of it yet, but I might be by the end of these 4 years.
Good for you. Good for you. If you're
laughing,
invested
boy.
in
You got
crypto,
nothing
get
to
it.
say. You got nothing to say. Because you didn't buy. You mad. You mad because you got scared in April. You didn't buy. You sold all your stocks in April. Donald Trump said buy. You said, no, we're going to zero. We're so screwed, these tariffs. And it's been nothing but good news ever since.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Next time a Democrat's in office and the stock market tumbles, I'll be sure to make sure our president just says, go ahead and buy. That way you guys can't cry about it.
What are you talking about?
That your justification for Trump fucking up the stock market is that some people were able to buy
Trump
and they made out.
Trump didn't fuck up the stock market.
Of course he did. It's literally
He saved
they
the
say
stock market.
Wall Street Journal said it themselves that he's caused uncertainty for the same reason we're seeing
What are you? What are you? A Wall Street
inflation.
analyst now, boy?
Yes, now that we're seeing inflation bump up, we are not going to have the Federal Reserve lower interest rates as planned. Yes, because of Trump, because of his tariffs. And
What
he's
the hell are you
trying to
talking
get them
about
to
interest
do it
rates for?
anyway. He's trying to get via Twitter. He's trying to get Jerome
Yeah,
Powell
he's trying to remove
lower.
Jerome Powell because he's an idiot.
Oh my God! Did you know that he appointed Jerome Powell? Right?
Yeah, and I know he appointed him. People change. People fail. He also had Mike Pence as his vice president. That didn't work out too well for him, did it?
Yeah, because Mike Pence decided he liked the Constitution
an
more than
idiot.
Trump. Now Mike Pence is an idiot because Mike Pence
Yeah, he
didn't go
is.
along with his coup.
Mike Pence is a dumbass. I'll say that. Excuse my
Why
language.
is Mike Pence a dumbass?
Why is he a dumbass? That's pretty simple. He's freaking Mike Pence. I mean, what the hell you got?
You
You
guys
ain't
are
really
so
gotta explain
tribalistic.
that.
You guys are so tribal. You don't even know why you hate people. You're just like everybody else hates him. I hate him too.
He betrayed us.
By not certifying false electors.
No, he knew. He knew the truth, and he flipped to the Democrats because he fell for the hoax like they always do.
You're mad at Pence because he didn't certify fake electors that Trump tried to impose in 7 different swing states.
Why are we talking about Mike Pence right now, boy? Oh, I know why. Because you ain't got nothing to say about Trump. You saying he's doing a bad job? Approval ratings are sky high.
His worldwide approval rating is demonstrably low.
Worldwide? Who gives a
Worldwide.
damn about worldwide? We're talking about the United States, boy.
He's the face of our
See,
country.
you cherry pick this is what y'all Democrats do. You cherry pick these little statistics you got. You're like, oh, Joe Biden's in office. Oh, he's doing great in the United States. Oh, Trump worldwide, he's doing terrible. You got to do better worldwide.
You are
no shit,
screaming.
he's not doing good worldwide. You know why?
You're
The
screaming.
world knows he's coming for what's his. He's coming
For
for what's
what's
ours.
his. Yeah, we know.
Yeah.
We know he is a
United
fucking
States will be wealthy
narcissist.
again. My kids can't afford to live in a home. You know why? Because the price of living is so goddamn high. The inflation's so goddamn high.
Because
you know it.
Trump's
You ain't
letting
gonna
all of
deny
his
that.
buddies go buy up all the houses because he deregulated the housing market his first administration. He made changes to the Dodd-Frank Act. That's why.
Go back to his first administration again, boy. That's all you know how to do.
That
boy.
goddamn history gets you every time.
Ain't got nothing to say about this one now.
I'm not allowed to criticize all of his presidency.
All
Just
you're saying is about the first. Oh, in the first term this happened. Oh, look at the first term, because you can't say nothing now. And the first term was good anyways.
his tariffs are killing us, dude. His tariffs are killing us. All of our friends, all of our allies hate us.
You don't understand economics. Do you
Okay.
even understand how the tariff deals are working out? Like, what do you understand about the tariffs?
Yeah,
Tell me
which
that.
which deal is your favorite so far?
I like them all.
Okay, so you admit there's no deals besides maybe China.
China, Indonesia, India.
There was no deals
What are you
made by
talking
them,
about?
right? We didn't
They're
seal
tariffing
those
us at
deals.
70%.
70? 80?
Yeah.
They're tariffing
On
us at
certain industries,
80%?
They are.
Oh my god. What were they tariffing us 80% on, bro?
A lot. Depending on the country, depending on what they specialize in.
Uh-huh.
That's how trade works, boy. Learn some economics.
I feel a little uncomfortable with you calling me boy a lot. Could you cut that out for us?
Sorry, you're about 20 years younger than me, so
I'm probably
You wanna
not.
talk,
I'm an extra handsome baby face man.
what are you, 35?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, so you're 20 years younger than me, genius.
Okay. My bad.
Anyways, what do you want me to call you? What's your name?
Pickles.
I'm not calling you Pickles, boy.
Even my mom calls me
I'll
Pickles. You can call me Pickles.
Yeah, you ain't getting that out of me. You ain't getting that out of me. Sorry, brother.
You call me Bub.
Anyways, let me tell you this. You don't understand the tariffs. I clearly, because you're just listening to what CNN's saying about they're so bad, they're so bad. You're acting like there's no possibility that any good can come out of it. You're not even accepting the fact. I'm not saying the tariffs couldn't go bad. I'm saying they could go bad. They could go good. And so far, these countries are folding. They know that they need us. The biggest consumer economy in the United States.
Is the United States?
In the world. In the world. The United States is the biggest consumer economy in the world.
Yeah.
They know they need our money. They need our purchases.
Trump's still not going to take down he's not going to take down past below 10% tariffs. They're just a tax, bro. They're just a tax. He's collecting money from us.
He's equalizing the playing field, allowing U.S. businesses to get into these other countries. How is let me ask you something. How is a U.S. car manufacturer going to get sales in a country where their tariff rate is 80%? They're not going to, I'll tell you the answer. They're not going to get sales in that country, right? They're not going to be able to compete with a country unless they go build in that country, which we don't want. We want to build them here, sell them, and make money for the country.
Nobody
That's how
wants
you profit.
our monstrous-sized trucks and our gas-guzzling SUVs. Nobody wants
People
our
want
fucking cars,
Teslas
bro.
all over the world, damn it. What are you talking about?
They have much
They're
cheaper
the first
options.
autonomous vehicle, fastest 0 to 60 in the world. You can hate all you want. America is the land of innovation. We will create the best products, the best items, and all we need to do is get into those marketplaces. That's what the tariff allows us to do. It takes down those restrictions.
Got it. Yeah.
You don't understand that.
I don't think that other countries are going to be willing to destabilize their own industries by removing tariffs, because that's why they have tariffs in the first place.
Oh, you
I don't think they're
so? That's why
interested.
they're already doing it, lowering the tariff rate significantly.
We are plus tariffs on just about every single deal, aren't we? At the end of the day, we are plus tariffs on every single country.
What are you talking about?
We have
tariffs?
nothing but more tariffs. We have nothing but more tariffs between us and the countries at the end of the day.
That's not true.
That is very true.
We might be tariffing
Name a
them a little
deal.
bit more, but they're tariffing us much less.
Nope.
That's why the market's rallying, boy. What are you talking about? Learn something.
Yeah, which countries tariffing us less now, effectively?
China, India, all these countries.
That is not even true. That's not even
They're lowering their
true.
tariff
We have a
rates, boy.
30% tariff with China now, which hurts everybody.
What was it before?
It was literally 55, and then it was 150 before that. But before that, it was almost nothing. There was a tariff on steel and lumber and chicken and auto.
We weren't tariffing them because we were letting them come right into our country and compete, which is stupid because they got cheap labor over there. How are we going to let them compete with American workers when they can outprice us with just cheap labor?
Oh man, damn them with the cheap labor. We don't know how to fix it. We're just going to tax ourselves.
No, we're going to even the playing field.
We're going to tax ourselves. That'll teach them.
What do you want us to do? Do you want American workers to have jobs or not?
We have 4% unemployment. Why are you guys willing to raise a tax of 30% on things when we have 4% unemployment? No one's looking for jobs right now, dude. Why is this so urgent? What are you doing? We have 7 million open jobs right now.
Open jobs in what? Show me them.
The last job report that came out on the 11th said we have 7 million open jobs according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics.
Yeah, minimum wage jobs that you can't live off of.
And you're like, let's come make people build shoes here. That'll help them.
No, we need high skill work. That's what we're bringing here.
Yeah. Okay.
Like it was back in my day. You don't understand.
Yeah. All right. How do tariffs help that?
What are you talking about?
Tariffs are gonna make sure that there's like gonna be some high skill jobs. They're not just gonna bring back random shit jobs to make like things like this piece of plastic.
I already explained it to you, boy.
You want some kids to like go breathe some fumes? Want some 14-year-olds to go do that?
Don't put words in my mouth. I never said that. I want America to compete with these other countries that are outpacing us. Look at China. Look at BRICS. Look at these countries. They're growing. Their economies are growing significantly faster than ours. We're plateauing.
We won't
cannot
be
plateau.
we won't be competing with anybody. But if you're sitting behind tariffs, bro, tariffs do not help
We won't be
innovation.
competing with anybody if we let them continue to grow and don't try to do something about it. At least we're doing something about it. What do you
This
want them
doesn't
to
do
What would be your
anything.
ideal plan? Nothing?
You're like,
Let China outpace us and keep growing us?
this doesn't do anything. This doesn't do this hurts us. This just shrank our own economy, didn't
So
it?
what's your alternative then, boy?
Subsidize our own industries. Target the industries we want to build. Don't just do these dumb fucking tariffs. They're literally just made to make us pay taxes. They're not going to be targeting anything to come back.
Yeah, almost like we got to decrease the deficit. You ain't worried about that?
Yeah, it sounds like if you were actually worried about that, you wouldn't be writing bills that spend 2.3 to 5 trillion fucking goddamn it dollars giving tax breaks to everybody.
Yeah, you got to spend money to get them to actually produce stuff. That's what the whole point of tax breaks
They're already doing record highs.
You
What do you mean?
incentivize these. You clearly don't understand a thing about economics. Talking about giving them tax breaks. Giving them tax breaks is an investment in the future because it almost guarantees they're going to come here and do their work and make their profits here because they're not getting taxed so much. You tax someone at goddamn 50, 60%, they're going to move somewhere else where the tax bracket's lower. That's exactly what they're going to do.
And then they won't
Because
have
they
the
don't
American.
no one wants to pay that high taxes. High taxes don't work. All right, especially in the global economy, they do not work.
They absolutely did during Obama's administration. We had 35% taxes. The economy was absolutely just fucking booming and roaring.
Yeah, 2009, right? I was around for that.
The longest.
Economy was so great then, boy.
Yeah. Oh yeah. After
you don't know a thing.
after the real estate market crash, yeah, I'm sure it was horrible. Thanks, Daddy Obama, for bailing us out of that and doing the Dodd-Frank Act, which Trump came in and fucked around with.
About history.
Okay. All right. Dude, you got to calm down. You're throwing me off here.
Man, you know what treating yourself?
What?
Sorry about that. That was something in my house.
Okay. Yeah, I think
Tariffs, I'll tell you that.
yeah. So Obama had a fantastic economy, the longest. I think it was like 75 months of consecutive job growth, one of the longest in history. And nobody was asking for tax breaks besides maybe very rich people. And Trump was like, listen, my buddies say they want some tax. Like, nobody wanted this. Nobody needed this. People weren't leaving. People weren't getting up and leaving. We were doing fantastic before he did all these crazy tax breaks.
Sorry about that. I was just in the pendulum. Got me stressed out, boy. It's Friday. Gonna be doing this with you.
Got me stressed out, dude.
A lot of things. Yeah, because you don't know shit about shit.
You don't know fuck about shit.
Don't say that.
Definitely a troll. Yeah. You don't know fuck about shit. Pretty convincing troll through some of it, though. Pretty good. Exact thing kept changing. Yeah. Go learn some. I don't know, y'all. I don't know. I don't know what that was. You should start calling a boy back. That's a dangerous game. I probably wouldn't do that. No. I'm good. I'm good. We lost Mermaid, by the way. Mermaid got nannered? What? What the hell? What the hell? What the hell? What the hell? What the Sigma? Chat, I do have a Cash App and Venmo in the bio if you guys are trying to support the stream. Oh, we have a caller. Hello.
Hey there.
Hello, are you a Trump supporter?
I'm sorry?
Are you a Trump supporter?
No, I'm
Oh,
not.
okay. Do you want to say something real quick? I
But,
usually just do opposition.
nope, I want to tell you, I'm an American living in Canada, and I can tell you that the world really hates the USA.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because, yep, because they're stupid.
Yeah. Yeah. That makes sense. Yeah.
But I also want to explain Trump's tariffs are just tearing apart America. Like, people don't understand how that works.
I agree.
Do you know? Yeah. Um, Trump doesn't even understand how that works.
I also agree that's possibly true. Yes.
Yeah. It just it's hilarious to everyone in the world except for the maggots.
Yeah, they give him superhuman thinking. They're like, I bet he's playing 70 chess. Like, this is going to put us into a recession for 20 years. But I bet after that 20 years, we're
Oh
going to
yeah,
make
definitely.
$5. No, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I appreciate you coming up, though. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
Yep, love your channel. Thank you.
Appreciate you. Y'all just wait. It's going to be real good after we pay all these crazy taxes. Things are going to be real good. Some person somewhere is going to get a job they didn't have before. Can't wait to earn another 3.5 cents. I can't wait for some person somewhere to have an American flag sewn into the back of their hat. That's going to make me feel good about my 30% tax. Am I optimistic at all that things will get better? No. 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 Guys, I really hate that my first stream ended. We took the wind right out of our sails. The goddamn internet here. Isn't it stuff made in America made by prison labor? I don't know about that. ACA premiums set to raise up to 75%. Oh my god, dude. Lord help us. Chat, if you're a Trump supporter and you want to debate, hop in the box. Come tell me why you like Trump. Oh wow, that's crazy truth. That is crazy. Guys, what are we doing here? It's been 3 hours. Do we take a break? We come back? I think we take a break. What do you say, chat? A little breakaroo? A little breakaroony? Come back, do more debates? Go deep into the night? Did I finish Dune? Guys, I ghosted Dune. I ghosted Dune so bad. Break then debate. Okay. All right, dudes. All right, let's do it. Chat, I love yous. I'll catch y'all in a little bit. Y'all have a good night. More debates incoming soon. Keep your